Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Tall Podcast. Today, we got a live stream. I was thinking to myself, should I make a video about the situation? But I know, listen, the Carson Wentz drama, it reminds me, and I was going to do something funny in a video. It reminds me of the guy who is dazed in Mortal Kombat, and they're like, finish him. You know what I mean? Like, finish him. Is this really the end to the Carson Wentz era? We saw the Doug Peterson era. And will Carson Wentz be back or will he not? This will be a live call-in. But like I said, I was sitting there and I was thinking, should I make a video about this? 10, 15-minute video. Y'all probably like, is everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. So I said to myself, make a video about it or do a live call in and let you guys tell me what should happen, what will happen, and your best guess. But real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat early. The early bird gets the worm. Shout out to Notification Gang. Listen, if you haven't done it already, click the notification bell. Real quick, shout out to everybody. We got Petey Tatted, Joshua, Sixers fan 1010, Big Play Slay, Eagles Clip, channel member, Vic 3, Bryson, bunch you, Anthony, DeShante. What's going on to everybody? Brandon Guy, let's go. I'm going to give my take on some of the breaking news. Is it breaking news? Is it real news? We got so many conflicted reports. So many. Carson Wentz wants out. Carson Wentz never said he wanted out. Carson Wentz is going to be gone. Carson Wentz might stay. Aggressive trade calls coming in. We're not answering them. I mean, we're answering them, but we're not really wanting to trade them. So there's so many conflicted reports. I don't even know how to keep up with it. But shout out to you guys. We're going to talk some Eagles stuff. Listen, this offseason has been, as LB would say, spicy. You know what I mean? I don't know. I got a Latina wife, but I can't handle the spice. I can't even eat pepper on my food. That's too spicy for me. I can't even chew big red chewing gum. I'm a weak boy when it comes to spicy. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Listen, I want to give my take on the Eagles, and then I will open up the phone lines because I want to hear you guys. I want to hear you guys. Real quick, though, before I get into my take, shout out to my guy, Aries Star Win with the 5. I repeat, $5 super chat. Shout out to you, my guy. He said, I'm back. Put Wentz in. Hey, I'm glad you're back because the Brooklyn Nets play the 76ers tonight, and I expect to see you there. This should be a legit game. But let's get back to the Eagles for a second. Look, Chicago, I was early in the Chicago series because if you watch my little skit, shout out to everybody who said keep doing more skits, but it was a quick one. Horrible audio, but I said Chicago was one of the teams reaching out in my skit. I said Chicago was one of the teams reaching out, but here's the thing. I'm going to ask you guys, what can we get for Carson Wentz and should we trade him? But right now, here's my thought. Like Ben Simmons, like Joel Embiid, I wanted to see these guys under a new coach. They're looking pretty good. At least one of them is. MVP Joel Embiid. As for the Eagles, Carson Wentz was complete trash in 2020. Complete trash. However, here's the thing. Everybody was trash, including coaching. Now we got coaching out. We're going to move guys out like Jason Peters, like Deshaun Jackson, like Alshon Jeffrey. We might have to let go or trade Zach Ertz. There's going to be key pieces leaving, but we're going to have to fill this with young talent, and we have a lot of draft capital, and we got the 6th overall pick. If you think that Carson Wentz can't get back to 2017 Carson Wentz or even 2019 Carson Wentz, well, that's okay. It is what it is. Carson Wentz has had haters since the Super Bowl. I will say this real quick. And hey, chat, I see you. I'm going to get to you. I just want to give my take real quick for people who watch this back on a rerun. I'm going to get to you guys. I'm going to get you your rant, my guy, Joshua Stewart. My take is this. I would love to see what Carson Wentz can do in a new offense. Tailor-made to make your players succeed. I would love it. But here's the thing. The money the situation, it might be bigger than that. And when I say bigger than that, if you take the risk of keeping him past March, well, then some money's already guaranteed. If you keep him past June, some more money's already guaranteed. Now we're going to take the dead hit at 33 million, I believe. But just think about this. Jalen Hurts is only, I believe, getting $4 million a year. So it's like paying Jalen Hurts $37 million, which is a lot. But when you look at Watson's $40 million, Pat Mahomes $40 plus million, Dak Prescott's going to get $40 plus million, it's almost like you got an expensive rookie quarterback for 1 year, and then the money falls off. 2022, 2023, 2024, you won't feel the effect of Carson Wentz's deal. You will only feel it in 2021. But 2021, can we compete? Maybe. But we have a new coaching staff, possible new quarterback, so many old people going out, so many young people coming in. It might be a rebuild year. I don't know. I want to compete while rebuilding, though. I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Giants. And I hate the no names. I hate them the least, though. My whole take is this. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out before money starts coming off the payroll. You got to figure it out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I believe Carson Wentz is going to get dealt. And here's the thing. I don't even think I don't know what his take is. You saw my skit. He's over there hunting. Bang. Listen, it's getting tough, man. It's getting tough out here. But here's the thing. That logo behind me, this logo on my hat, this logo on my chest is what needs to prosper in 2021. It starts with being healthy. It starts with figuring out who is your quarterback. But here's the thing. Like I said, I always try to, at least now, because so many people watch this live stream on a rerun because they ain't the realest of the real. They definitely don't got the notification turned on. Too bad for them. But they say, listen, can you talk more about your take for the first 5 to 10 minutes before you bring people on? Because we want to hear what your opinion is on this situation. And I know Philly Mike lets the chat take us where we go next. But this is going to be a live call-in. So we're going to bring you guys on. I want all the spicy hot takes. If you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen, you know what I mean? Or turn this video off. Listen, we about to bring you guys on. Like I said, shout out to my guys, Ari Starwin with the super chat. Let's go. I've been rambling on for a little bit. Bottom line is this. I want to see Wentz with a new coach, but I don't think it's going to happen. Listen, shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Listen, shout out to Gate City. I was going to do a Jalen Hurts video, but I saw Gate City just put one up yesterday. Listen, you can't fully judge Jalen Hurts in his 4 starts. He didn't work long enough with the starting offense. He practiced every practice that the Eagles had throughout the year, but it was with the second team. He got thrown in a garbage situation. Bad coaching, bad O-line, bad receivers, bad everything. The same stuff that Carson Wentz had bad, Jalen Hurts had bad. He struggled in the second half. He struggled at the end of the season. Saints game, great. Cardinals game, great in a loss. Cowboys game, horrible. Washington football game, yeah. He could have won it. He went 1-3 as a starter, but if he's played the whole Washington game, he probably would have went 2-2. Under bad coaching, under bad supporting cast. Listen, Jalen Hurts is by no means ready to just be an all-star, but I do believe there's talent there. So here's the thing. Is Carson Wentz going to be here? Is Carson Wentz going to be traded? Is Jalen Hurts going to be the starter? And anybody who thinks the Eagles should draft a quarterback, you're a Howie Roseman supporter. Listen, you either go with Jalen Hurts or go with Carson Wentz. You need to get A1 talent when it comes to the draft. No drafting a quarterback, but we about to open the lines. Shout out to everybody. But before we do, let me get some of these comments. I got to call in. Hey, shout out to you. Definitely call in my guy, Cool Cat Connor. What up, Philly Mike? Shout out to my guy, Cool Cat Connor. Listen, if you haven't checked him out, go subscribe to my man's page. Definitely putting in that work. Big facts. The gambling hippie, I haven't seen you in a minute. At least Jalen is talking. Wentz is waiting till it all goes away to talk. Hey, listen, I agree. Philadelphia is a city that, like I said earlier, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. You gotta be an alpha to be in the city of Philadelphia. Michael Vick took the criticism. Donovan McNabb took the criticism. Carson Wentz, man, it comes with the job. But if you do good stuff for Philadelphia, oh boy, will we reward you with nothing but love. Nothing but love. Listen, people say that Eagle fans ain't loyal. You got to remember, we shouldn't be loyal to any player. It's the organization. But I do think that the organization's got to take care of players. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, even the greatest of the greatest Eagles will retire, will get traded. And we got to support the cause. Unless I die tonight, you know what I mean? I'm going to be rooting for the Eagles my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. Carson Wentz, very mistreated as an Eagle. You know, lost a lot of respect for certain people and kind of me for just handling this situation the way he's handling it. But at the end of the day, I believe if he goes to another team, he'll be able to muster up some dubs. And I just hope it doesn't come back to bite us. But here's the thing. If it's done, it's done. I'm a guy who don't like to beat around the bush. I go in the store, I pick what I want, and I get up out of there. You know what I mean? I'm not like, should we trade him or should we not? Do we want to or do we not? And here's the thing. Because of this situation, because of the merry-go-round drama, his stock might be rising. It's rising because Eagles are saying we don't want to trade him, but we're listening. Now you got the Bears. You got the Colts. You got everybody up in the uproar. Do we want him? Do we want him? Do we want him? The price might go up. You can't trade him for anything less than a first-round pick. Shout out to everybody in the Chizat. Jamal Marsh said, get my guy Wentz out of there. Hey, I hear you, my guy. Papa Sora said if he goes to the Bears, he's just going to be back in the same situation. Terrible coaches. Their best receiver is wanting to leave. Facts. He's going to go there. Allen Robinson's going to piece. He's going to have Trey Burton as his best target. That's crazy. Carson has to restructure his contract. Nah, listen, at the end of the day, if he leaves, if we trade him without restructuring, we take the $33 million hit for 1 year. But the good part is we have a $4 million quarterback. So it's not really that big of a deal because we don't have to get another quarterback that's going to cost money. You're just going to get the $4 million quarterback to play. So you put 4 plus 33 equals 37. Yeah, for 1 year. Here's the thing. The team that takes him is only going to pay like $26 million. Either Carson is working his butt off to come back or he's chilling with his fam and don't really give up. Beep. And I'm going with the flow. Exactly. Listen, at the end of the day, this is a business. They're going to do whatever they want no matter what. Listen, they drafted a quarterback in the second round. Bro, I like the pick now. When everything is said and done, you could say, wow, this was good. Not because Carson Wentz stunk in 2020, but because the situation we're in, we might need a quarterback. Oh, there we got one. But when it happened, it was the horriblest pick. And I don't even know if horriblest is a word. The most horrible pick ever. You need talent on offense and defense. You need to help your quarterback who got you to the playoffs out, and you pick a quarterback. It was not a good pick. I'm saying this right now. It was not a good pick. 2020 vision, 2020 hindsight, looks like it might come in handy. But it wasn't a good pick. You needed corners. You needed linebackers. You needed help on offense. Shout out to my guy, Eagle Has Landed. Mistreat me with $100 million. Here's the thing. That's the only positive thing they did for my guy, Carson Wentz. Listen, the only thing they did, and that's a big thing. It's a huge thing. But to make the $100 million investment be good, give him some stuff. If I buy a brand new car but I don't fill it with gas, it ain't going to do me no good. If I buy a brand new car, but it only has 3 wheels, it ain't going to do me no good. You got to make sure that thing is ready to go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get these lines open. Hey, Eagle has land. Listen, there's a couple key contributors to the Philly Talk podcast. Listen, there's people who always comment. There's people who always come through and watch my videos. There's people who have channel membership. Shout out to my guy, Victory. Shout out to my guy, Be More Careful. I see you guys. But you don't call in. I need to Be More Careful to call in. I need a Eagle has landed to call in. I need you guys who be rocking with me day in and day out, a big play slay to call in. Here's the thing. If you don't want to put the camera on, just leave it as a voice. But I need to hear what you guys got to say. So we about to open the lines up. I've been talking for 16 minutes. 16 big ones. And listen, for people who just jumping in, turn the notifications on when I drop regular content and when I drop live stream so you can hear, because I always ramble on my take for the first 10 to 15 minutes, and then I let you guys take me wherever we go. Next, here's the thing. If you guys who are Eagle fans don't like the Sixers, cool. I know I've been doing some Sixers content. All you do is say, boop, notification, Eagles, I watch it. Boop, notification, Sixers, see ya. I ain't mad at the game. Here we go. Can I post it right from here? Paste. Can I pin this? Can I pin it? Can I pin it? No, I can't pin from. Let me pin this. Hey, shout out to you guys. Get up in here. I need the guys who be here every single day. The victories. The Eagle has landed. The Eagles champs. The Ethan Wagner. I need all you guys. Let's go. Get up in here. Big play slay in here right away. We're going to start it with big play slay. And listen, I'm going to try to go as quick as I can with the guys so it doesn't take long. Let me repost this as the new pin. Bang. Here we go. I might need a drink for this one. Let's go. Big play slay is in, but he says his device is not connected. So big play slay, your device is not connected. I think you have to click. You got to click allow. You got to allow it to do things, and you can take away the camera if you want. Shout out to my guy Joshua Stewart said, Philly Mike, we need to treat Wentz like Markel Fultz. But we got my guy in here, Victory. Let's go. Speak your mind, my guy. Let's see. Hold up real quick. Go ahead. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me? You
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at
Hold up.
all?
Is it lagging on my end?
I would say.
I can hear you in and out.
In and out? Here, let me try this now. Give me one second.
Can you hear me?
How about now? Hear me? You can hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you, but you're going in and out. Hey, chat, let me know if you can hear him or if I'm going in and out as well.
I'm going to dip out and come back right back in.
I think you got to come back out and come back in, my guy. I'll get you right away. Hey, Vic, go out and come back in, and I'll get you right away. Real quick, we're going to bring my guy on, Sixers Fan 10. What's going on? Speak your mind. Listen, this is what I want to hear. Speak your mind. As you see below me, you got Bears Carson Wentz, Colts Carson Wentz, and Eagles Carson Wentz. Speak your mind. Go ahead, Sixers Fan 10.
I say keep them on the Eagles.
Sixers Fan 10, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I say we just keep them on the Eagles. I think it was too high of a pick, and we're not getting enough from any of the trades. And I still
keep
think
them on the Eagles.
Good. Yeah. I mean, this year our offensive line was atrocious. We didn't have the same starters for like any game at all.
Yeah, I hear you. Continue talking while I make sure. Hey, chat, let me know if I'm still lagging myself. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this year, if you look at our team, we were just
Go
destroyed
ahead,
by
Sixer Fan 10.
injuries, mainly at the offensive line. Like our line the whole year was destroyed. Peters got injured, Brooks was injured. I don't really think you can blame Wentz when he's getting sacked the most in the NFL. Like Hurts only played well because he was mobile enough to not get sacked every single game, like 10 times, like Wentz was. But I think if we can rebuild our offensive line, then Wentz is a better player than Hurts.
Hey,
So
I
yeah, I
hear
say
you. I hear you. Hold on one second. I'm gonna take you out for a second, and I'm gonna just check one thing to fix this lag. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Remove myself. I'll be back. Hold up. Wait a minute. Chat, take over for me. Keep everybody in. All right. All right. All right. Is it better or is it worse? Shout out to everybody in the chat who's sticking through this. I don't even know what's going on right now. Let me know if it's good. We're going to bring Sixers Fan 10 on here one more time. Go ahead, Sixers Fan 10. Unmute your mic and let me know, and hopefully it's good.
yeah, you sound fine.
All right, go ahead. So you think Carson Wentz should stay here? Give me your reason why again.
I mean, if you look at the year where he played like an MVP, 2017, we had an incredible offensive line, one of the best ones in football. This year, though, our whole offensive line was destroyed. Like Brooks was out at the start of the season. Peters is so old that he shouldn't even be in the NFL anymore. We just need to rebuild our offensive line and stick with Wentz.
Hey, that's a good point. Listen, a quarterback needs an offensive line. And here's the thing. I think we can be successful with both Carson and Jalen. I think Carson is more ready to start right away, but let's be honest. I think Jalen was thrown in the fire too early, and he's going to improve week after week if he does get the starting role. But I hear you. Listen, it's a very questionable call to get rid of a guy so quickly because he did have one bad year. You can say that the other years weren't up to par when it comes to his 2017 season, but definitely there's more meat on the bone, pause, when it comes to Carson Wentz. And either we're going to get it out of him with this new coaching staff or somebody else's. And it's up to what we can possibly get from either the Bears or the Colts. But hey, shout out to you, Sixers Fan 10. Let's get this dub tonight, too.
Yeah, yeah. They don't have KD or Kyrie, so I think we can win.
Oh, here we go again. See, I want to play them at full strength, but hey, shout out to you, my guy.
Yeah. Shout out.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to try to go through these a little bit quicker. Let me get my guy Vic 3 out there. He's the one who broke my internet, but let's get him back in. Shout out to you. Let's go.
What's good? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. It was me. I had my thing that lets the Wi-Fi go throughout the house. I didn't plug it in before I came on here, so I don't know how choppy the beginning was, but go ahead, Vic. Give me your take. Speak your mind. What's going to happen with Carson?
Honestly, right now, I think it's a waiting game. There's never been any teams trying to call the Eagles for Carson. That was all Howie putting it out there, getting some feelers. We've only had one taker, which is the Bears, and they're just thinking about it. It's not even a definite. They don't even know what to do. But right now, from what I heard last, they're only offering a second and a third. We're paying to give Carson up. Howie's doing everything to clear this cap any way he knows how, but he's going about it the wrong way. I mean, we're setting ourselves up for failure. We're going to be doormats for the next 6 seasons coming up. Well, however long it's going to take, it's going to be back to the Coach era.
Ah, man, you're going all the way back there. Let me just say this. So you have no faith in Jalen Hurts' ability to do what he can do and also get better.
No, it's not that I don't have faith in him. We haven't seen anything from him. His first game, he had a decent game, and I told you from the gate, he's going to have a good game. There's no tape on him. But you seen game 2 and game 3. Defenses are getting smarter. They're picking up what he does. This isn't a league anymore where we have running quarterbacks and defenses don't know what to do. They're a dime a dozen now. Lamar Jackson's a perfect example. Defenses seeing what he does, he's getting picked up. Now the guy's injured. Next year, is he going to be the same person? No. So if you're a running quarterback, you can only rely on that for so long. After a while, you got to get your head in the books and learn what the defense is coming at you and how to get that ball out. Hurts hasn't proven anything with his throwing ability. Everything's been with the run. Nothing has been proven with the throwing ability. So I don't know why everyone's so gun-ho for Hurts right now.
I will say that the Cardinals game, I would say the Cardinals game, he proved he can throw the ball. He had over 300 plus yards in the Cardinals game. He really did pretty much tear up their defense. I would agree. The other games, win, lose, or draw, he was more of using his legs. And you see him when his first read's not there, he go ahead and scrambles. But you got to also bring in that he was working with the same crappy supporting cast that Carson Wentz was. And Carson Wentz, at the end of the day, we saw a bigger sample size of him looking bad, but still, what Jalen put out there was still better than what Carson was putting out there in year 1 to 5. Now, again, there's a lot of things that goes into that. I believe in Carson's talent. I just think that Jalen Hurts, if you give him more time, he will get better. I don't know if he'll ever be that, drop back and just want to kill you in the air kind of guy. But here's the thing. New coaching staff, everybody got to get out who costs money. We might be in a 2-3 year window rebuilding. And you got to do that with a cheaper contract. But I do agree that Howie's possibly going about this in the wrong way. And I think they're also, hyping up the situation. We getting aggressive phone calls. Man, I called Howie Roseman. I didn't hear the busy line. You know what I mean? It's like that. But
and we got all hyped up on Thursday when we heard that news about the Colts. How Jim Irsay was like, I got big news coming on Saturday. We had that discussion. I told you from the gate it wasn't going to be Carson. The Colts have no interest in Carson whatsoever. No other team in the NFL has interest in Carson. Unless you know what I'm saying? Unless they can beat Howie across the face. And right now, it looks like the Bears are about to do it to us.
Yeah, I hear you. So you're saying this is possibly another Jared Goff situation going on with us where we got to pay to get him out.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for the Super Bowl, it'd be a done deal. It would have been announced already. It's only for the fact that, when the Super Bowl comes around, the NFL does not like big news being leaked or, being put out around the same time. So I'm assuming around next week, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to hear trades finalized.
Hey, shout out to you, my guy. We got a lot of people in here. Vic 3, one of my biggest supporters. Shout out to you, my guy. Definitely gonna link up. Though we're gonna do a live stream very soon with all the channel members, and we're gonna talk it out for a long time. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
Appreciate you. Thank you for letting me on.
You already know. Peace. We're gonna try to do these a little faster. Shout out to my guy Pennsylvania. Go ahead, Pennsylvania. Unmute your mic. Let's go. Give me your take. Speak your mind. You got to unmute your mic. Yo. All right, well, he ain't unmuting his mic. We're going to go with Be More Careful. What's going on, my guy? Be More Careful.
What's going on?
Hey, shout out to you, my guy. Love the name. And we might need to be more careful about the situation ourselves. So go ahead. Speak your mind on the Carson Wentz drama.
Yeah, like you said, we probably need to be more careful on the situation. Everybody need to bring it down a little bit on the Carson trade. Might not be getting what they saying that we gonna get, and then the whole situation might not be for the better. We might have a couple rough years after this.
That is definitely true. again, it's, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Again, I do believe in Jalen Hurts' ability to just lead. I agree that he can be a guy who will put that his best foot forward and try to learn what he needs to learn. But again, we 100% saw Carson Wentz at his best, and I think we just saw Carson Wentz at his worst. Could we get somewhere in between at least for year 2021 if he's on the roster?
Yeah, got a point. My thing with the Jalen Hurts, people got to look at it like this. This is going to be like his rookie season if he's going to be going in as the starter. You can't in 4 games, you got to throw them out the window. It's a whole new coaching staff, the whole new system. Look at it like it's his rookie season all over again, and we know it's going to be some rough patches.
Mm-hmm. And so here's the thing: if they gave you the decision, would you want to see Carson Wentz back with the new coaching staff in 2021?
With all the drama that's going around, nah, man, he might have lost the locker room. And if the guys in the locker room don't want to play for him, the best bet is to go on and get him out of here, whether it's going to cost us something or not. It was going to cost us to keep him. So if it costs us to get rid of him, might as well just take the hit on the chin.
Hey, I agree. It gets really scary when you look at all these other situations. But hey, man, shout out to Be More Careful channel member. Appreciate the support to the channel. We definitely gonna get some more BBPs, and I think BBP next live is gonna be a call and we can get at all 3 of us. But man, it's getting crazy in Philadelphia, and I think this is all going to again divide the locker room. Now you got the Jalen Hurts. Hey, I want to play for him. You got the Carson Wentz supporters. I believe it's more the veterans for Carson Wentz, but we might lose a lot of veterans this season, so who knows what's going to happen. But I do agree that this is only hurting the team as a whole and making us kind of look dumb. You know what I mean? It just makes us look like we don't know what's going on. An organization that's not being ran right from the top, and that's where it starts. It starts from the top.
Right.
Hey, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through.
All right, no problem.
Be easy. All right. We're going to get the next guy in here. Shout out to my guy, Mitch Dunn. What's going on, Mitch? You're mute. Your mic.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, shout out to you. So go ahead, speak your mind. What's going to happen with Carson Wentz?
Hey, man, I think he's got to go. I think that there's just no way, chemistry-wise, if you ain't got that chemistry in the locker room, clearly that guy doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be there. You got to let him go. I mean, if you got to take a second-round pick or a third-round pick, whatever, but he's got to go. Clearly, Jalen wants to be there. He wants to work. He shows it every day. I mean, there's more room for development there. You know, he works hard. He works harder than Carson. He's mentally just more tougher than Carson. He's just a Philly guy. Carson's not. Carson's not the Philly guy anymore. You know, ever since Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, it's been in his head, and he can't get it out of his head. And the only way that you can do something like that, fresh start. Got to go somewhere else.
So you're pretty much saying that you believe in the talent, but the talent's only going to come out somewhere else.
I don't think I think he's a very talented quarterback. I think also Howie Roseman maybe could have helped him out a little bit more in the previous couple drafts with DK Metcalf and Justin Jefferson. Could have helped him out a little bit, but I mean, still. I mean, there's been quarterbacks that have been successful without a big name wide receiver. I mean, look at Tom Brady. There was how many wide receivers in New England did he have that wasn't really a big name, but he still did it. He still did it.
Yep, he found a way. Listen, it's not always about throwing the ball deep. There's methodical ways to get down and drive and do all that stuff. Listen, I still believe in the talent, but like you said, I think it might require a new start. Whether that's a new start with another team or a new start, which we're kind of giving him a new start, though. If Carson Wentz is on the roster, it's a new start. It's a 100% new coaching staff. From OC to DC to head coach, they're going to be new guys yelling at him. Can he get Can these new guys get the most out of him? I don't know. This is going to be the tale we have to see either on somebody else's squad, like I show down here, or he gets it done in green. But here, real quick before I let you go. So you think he's going to be traded? Who do you think's the best?
I think without a doubt he's traded.
Who do you think's going to come get him?
I would guess the Colts. I'd say the Colts get him with that late round first pick that they got, because I mean it's a late round first pick. It's not like that they're going to be able to pick their quarterback anyways with that pick. At least they'll have somebody that Frank Reich is familiar with, somebody that he knows that he can work with, somebody that he knows that he can build around. And they're young on offense between running backs and wide receivers, with exception to T.Y. Hilton. I don't think the Bears take him, but I think the Colts get him with like maybe the first round draft pick this year and maybe like a second or a third next year.
Hey, good take, my guy. Hey, Mitch Dunn, thank you for supporting the Philly Talk podcast, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Hell yeah.
Peace. All right, 1 second, guys. I forgot to do this when I set this up. I don't know why I didn't. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right. My bad. Let's get my guy Eagle has landed. What's going on? Give me your thoughts on the situation.
Yo, what's up, Mike? How you feel?
Hey, I'm chilling.
Thank you for shouting me out, and not shouting me out, but inviting me to call in. I never really thought about doing it, but I'll definitely start doing it more often. Also, from this point forward. How's everything going, man?
Hey, it's going good. I'd be a little bit more happy if I had some clarity on the whole situation. So from what you hear, from what you see on your side, what is your take on this situation? Do you think he's gone? Do you think he should stay? Give me your thoughts.
Well, I think he's gone, and I want him gone. And this is why. Because let me start off by saying, let me preface my statement with this. I was on a Wentz wagon from the time that he got here. From the time I even heard about this dude in 2016, when they started, the process of looking at him to draft him, I went back and looked at as much North Dakota State footage that I could of this dude. I like the height, size, all that sort of stuff. And I was with Wentz up until this year. That Dallas game, when he took that sack and fumbled the ball, looked like the Skip Bayless deer in the headlights. I just couldn't take it no more. I was tired of this fumbling already. I really was. But that play, I was like, I'm done, man. I just can't do it no more. He has the talent. The physical talent is there. It's something in his head. I don't know what it is. My man, I believe, needs to go see a sports psychologist. what it is, what it was, what happened to him. I see a lot of people in the chats. A lot of times they say it was when he got married. I'm not going to go there with him. I got a good woman myself, and she just made me better. But that's another story. I feel you, bro. Got you. Look,
shout out to you.
But it's something about his mindset, his mental. I don't know what it is. But he's struggling to see the field, and it hasn't improved. It hasn't gotten better. And every week I tune in, I'm hoping that this dude gets better and improved, but it hasn't happened. I got all this Wentz paraphernalia and these figurines. I'm not a hater, but I'm like, I can't wear this stuff no more because he's playing like you know what. Seriously, I can't do it. I honestly wish him the best wherever he goes, and I will absolutely tune in to watch him play when I can, as long as it's not competing against the Eagles. That is if he goes. Just like I tune in and I watch Nick Foles. I want to see how he does. But he's got to go, man. I'm tired of watching him. I was falling asleep watching the Eagles, watching this dude try to. I got to go. He got to go. Seriously, he got to go.
Hey,
I can't take him anymore.
Hey, I listen. I agree. And real quick, for the people in the chat to bring some clarity, listen. Eagle has been a subscriber to all three of us. When I talk about three of us, I'm talking about the Battlebirds podcast for a while. And yes, this man had his rah-rah on for Carson Wentz for the longest time. It's only since probably partly through this year where he started, taking the Wentz glasses off and saying, wow, we stink. And he's a part of us stinking. You can't deny that. Like I said, I think the talent's there. I do agree that it's all up here. It's all up here. But that's the thing. When something's up here, can we fix that? That is, I don't know. It's a whole unknown factor when it comes to the mental part of a guy's game and not the physical, because the physical is there. But again, he lost some of the physical stuff because of the mental. He was missing a lot of guys. It's simple as that. But hey, shout out to Eagle has landed. The guy always be spitting that fire in the chat, and I'm glad you decided to come on, my guy.
Thank you. Yo, do or die, fly Eagles fly. Till next time. Peace out.
Peace. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We about to get my guy on here. Where'd he go? All right, we got him. We got him right here. Young Money, what's going on, Young Money? Yoop. Young Money, you there? My man went downstairs to get a snack while he was waiting. We're gonna come back to. We're gonna go to Petey Tatted. What's going on, my guy, Petey Tatted?
Yo, Mike, what's up, my boy?
Chilling. So speak your mind on the situation. Will number 11 be in midnight green? Will he be in some, I don't even know what color the Bears are, some purplish blue, or will he be in a Colts uniform? Let me know.
Man, I think he's gone, bro. I want him gone, bro. Like, it's like when I watched this whole season, it was just like, it was crazy for me watching it. And watching him, my boy, fall like that, it's crazy. But I think he gone, Mike. Like, you know what I'm saying? It needs to be done. So it's like the way he performed, nah, man. And how he acting right now with all this, nah, I can't take this no more, bro. We want to see what Jalen can do, man. Period.
So do you think it's more about his mindset and attitude is the reason you want him going, or do you think that you also think that he can never be great again?
Nah, bro. What's really annoying me is his attitude on how he thinking of this whole situation. Like, I'd have been out there, like, I'm about to go out there and get better and prove everybody wrong. Simple as that. Like, that's what I'm not liking. Like, you know what I mean? He was my boy when he was out there performing until all this stuff got in his head. Nah, bro. We need soldiers in Philly, man.
Hey, I hear you 100%. Big Play Slay, come back in. You're next, my guy, if you get back in. So do you think if he goes somewhere else, he will be successful, or do you think the Wentz train is kind of coming to a stop?
Nah, I think he gonna perform, bro. Like, he just done in Philly. But I think if he do go to Indy, I think Frank Wright going to get the best out of him again, and I wish him luck. You know, but as far as him being a Philadelphia Eagle, nah, it's the end for the Wentz wagon, bro.
I hear you.
But, man, just appreciate you, Mike. You know what I'm saying? I'll mess with you, my boy. I'll rock with you. And good luck for letting me on this joint, my boy.
Hey, shout out to you, my guy. And hey, hopefully we hear some news. Either he's staying or he's going. But it got to come soon.
Keep working, bro.
You already know. Appreciate you.
All right.
Peace. Shout out to everybody in the Chizat and all that. Hey, 2 times. Yes, listen, all you got to do is click the link. You could do it on an Android, an iPhone, a laptop. You could do it on any device. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got my guy Big Play Slay is not back in here yet. I need him. He has a thing in here, but it says device not connected. Big Play Slay, if you're either in the chat or you're in backstage, you have to click the link like normal, and you have to allow it to use your microphone and your camera. But then once you allow it to do that, you can take it off. Hold up. Let's see if we get this guy in here. Big Play Slay, can you hear me? Big Play Slay? I think you got to just click the link, my guy. All right, we got to get him out. We about to get somebody else in here real quick. Let me just get both. He has 2 things in here. So let's get my guy Eagles Champ. I know he's going to go hard with it. Listen, I be watching some of his videos. I just don't be commenting. Go ahead, man. Let me know. Carson Wentz, what's going on, my guy?
Oh man. Let's talk about this, bro. You can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. People who say that Carson Wentz is his attitude stinks. they're the same people that want Deshaun Watson, who's crying in Houston. Okay. And my thing is with Carson Wentz is we destroyed him as our quarterback. We really didn't build around him. All right. And I don't think Howie Roseman should have his job after, like, I don't know why this dude is outlasting Carson and Doug. It's amazing that we went from Carson Wentz MVP, Carson Wentz injured, Carson Wentz taking teams to a practice squad to a playoffs to now we're looking to trade him. And I'm not trading Carson Wentz unless I get a lot back, because I do think Carson Wentz is that quarterback that you can get first. If Sam Bradford was a first round pick, then Carson Wentz should be definitely a first round pick. All right. And I do think teams will go after Carson Wentz hard. People say, well, we're gonna have to trade picks. I don't think so. Jared Goff's situation was different. The Jared Goff situation was because Sean McVay did not like Jared Goff. They also, the Lions really didn't want Jared Goff. They just took the money because the Rams wanted Stafford. They didn't want Jared Goff. If the teams call up for Carson, they're going to trade a lot for him. Okay. Now, the thing about it is, I don't know what's going on. I believe Carson Wentz just doesn't like Howie Roseman, and I think he just wants to go. I think the Eagles want Carson Wentz, and Carson said, nah, I can't deal with this. And a lot of people saying, well, he has to compete. I mean, this man has been competing for his rest of his whole career in Philly. Since the day he was drafted, he has had people look over, has been having Nick Foles over his shoulder. Sam Bradford over his shoulder. You got Chase Daniel over his shoulder. Now you got Jalen Hurts, who should have never been drafted. The fact that they drafted a quarterback, it showed that they didn't believe in Carson. They didn't bother going out and get a receiver. They promised him weapons, and they shit. I'm sorry, my language. They crapped over him. They made him nothing but mediocre. This dude was proved that he could play with anybody. He was playing with practice squads. They went out and got a Rager over a Jefferson, who is the best rookie receiver coming out of LSU. Went to Minnesota, and to me, Jalen Rager never fit who Carson was. He fit more of a Jalen Hurts, if you ask me.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this quick. So, do you believe that Carson Wentz will be here? So, if we had to ask you and you had to make your bet, what do you think? You think he's going to be here? Or you think he's going to be gone?
I think he's going to be gone, bro. And I think he's going to go to Indianapolis. He'll win a couple Super Bowls over there. I also think that Denver could get him. I'm going to be real. I have a feeling there's a couple teams that are going to go out in the last minute. Like they're saying the Bears. But the Bears, to me, you got to understand, Carson also has to agree to the trade. So he's going to have some leeway too. And I don't think he'll go somewhere like Chicago where they have no receivers. Like, doesn't Carson have some trade? Like, Carson has to agree to it. But I just think he
don't have a no trade clause, so he actually can get shipped wherever we want him, wherever we want to. Like, see, Deshaun Watson different. He has a no trade clause, so the only place they can trade him is under his liking. But Carson Wentz is a guy who can be traded to anywhere.
But I just think that Howie Roseman destroyed Carson Wentz. I don't think that, because if we do bring him back, not only is he going to have, we supposedly were looking to ship him. He's not going to want to be. The fact that we were supposedly shipping him and we were looking to trade him, he's not going to show up now, because now he, in his mind, is, if I play, they're going to try to get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? If I have a bad game, if I have a bad game, like if I have a bad game, fans are going to sit there. The fans are going to go after Carson. And I just don't think he'll succeed in Philly with these fan base, the media. I mean, going after someone's character. I have no respect for that media for the fact that they destroyed someone's character. If the dude stinks, then that's fine. But don't go after someone's character, man. And
I agree 100% with you, my guy. When character is one thing, you can talk about his play, you can talk about an attitude, but a character is a little different. But hey, we got a lot of people in here. Listen, shout out to you.
Let me say one more thing.
Go ahead,
My bad. Let me say one more thing, and then I'll go. Obviously, at this point, it's like, how are they going to help Jalen Hurts if they can't even fix Carson? Like, because I don't think they're going to even give Hurts weapons. They're going to make him use his legs. He'll get hurt. We'll be saying Jalen Hurts the next 2 years. We should get rid of Hurts and a new shiny toy will come in. Like, I just have a feeling that the Eagles don't know what to do. And I don't think the Eagles are trying to trade Carson. I think Carson just wants out. I think he had enough. I think the Eagles planned to keep Carson. And I think Carson said to the Eagles, nah, I'm done with y'all. And he said to Howie Roseman.
We definitely about to see that. And I do agree, from top to bottom, we have to get better. Whoever's the quarterback, we got to know how to support them better. But shout out to you, Eagles Champ. Listen, everybody in the chat, go check out his channel. He got a channel. All you got to do is type Eagles Champ 1 in the search bar. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
No problem, man.
Peace. All right. We're going to try to go through these quicker. I know I always say that, but we're going to try to go through these quicker because we got a lot of people calling in. What's going on, Bears fan 54? Let's hear the take from a Bears fan, I guess. Yo, can you hear me? Yo. You're mute. Yeah, there you go.
Hello?
Yeah. What's going on? Are you a Bears fan?
Yes, sir. Bears fan all the way.
But why do you got? Can I ask you a question? Why do you got to say it again?
I'm born in St. Louis. St. Louis, but I live in the Illinois side right next to it.
So
but I wanted to come on here. The reason why I'm in here.
I can't hear you. Your mic went out. Hit the unmute button.
All right. Got me?
Yeah. Real quick. I just got to get this, though. I know you're going to come here and tell us why. You probably like, I don't want Carson Wentz. But listen, it's confusing to see you're a Bears fan, but you got a Rams hat on.
All right. I'm from St. Louis. And when the Rams left, the Rams were really bad in St. Louis for like 10 straight years. We went damn near 0-16 in 2008.
So you changed it up.
I'm both. I'm still a Rams fan, and I'm a Bears fan. But I really just like the NFL. I love the NFL. I play Dynasty Fantasy Football. I got a bunch of different players on my team. I support all kinds of players. I love Carson Wentz, man. I think he's a fucking G. And you know what? Like, the man threw seven or less interceptions in 3 straight seasons, 20-plus TDs in three straight seasons. But they say he's been regressing for 3 straight years. This man had 100 passer rating in 2017, 100 passer rating in 2018. In 2019, this man had a passer rating of 90. And I got on here some Hall of Fame quarterbacks and a lot of quarterbacks that regressed and threw a passer rating of 70, of 80 and below, or like Carson Wentz did this year. And then the next year and on, they end up going to the Super Bowl, to the playoffs, and regaining back. So it's like quarterbacks who do bad in 1 year, that happens in the NFL. It happens because your team sucks. You have bad play calling. Dougie P was running the ball 5 times. That's unacceptable when you're giving Miles Sanders the ball 5 times, and then and you have Carson Wentz throwing the ball 600 times in a season. But you know what's crazy is he threw that ball in 2019. He threw the ball 600 plus times, and he only threw 7 interceptions. That's one of the best interception ratios in NFL history. He was throwing the ball 80 plus times before he threw 1 interception. That's amazing. All right. And then now let's get into this. All right. I want to talk about Eli Manning, right? I want to pull up Eli. Can you still hear me now? I'm going to a different page.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So Eli Manning's passer ratings, 2005. 75 passer rating, worse than Carson Wentz. 2006, 77 passer rating, 18 interceptions. 2007, 20 interceptions, 73 passer rating. Now, everybody knows what happened in 2008. Am I right? Mm-hmm. What happened in 2008? Eli Manning beat the 16-0 New England Patriots, and everyone loves him for that. Okay? He had a decent
real quick, Bears fan. This is where I come from real quick. I come from a standpoint as I believe in Carson Wentz's talent. I believe this was a horrible year. And yes, he has a portion of being horrible this year because he made mistakes that's beyond play calling and offensive line. But the team around him was bad too. We were just a dumpster fire of a team in 2020. I do believe that he will be talented and be able to play at a high level either with the Eagles or with another team, because I think the biggest thing was the disconnect from coaching staff. But here's my biggest gripe with Carson Wentz. I understand you might not like people, but I don't like people at my job. I work now too. But at the end of the day, you got to put your grown man pants on and say, listen, I don't like you, but I got to work. I don't like you, but I got to work. And you got to be a locker room guy. Football is not about one guy. As you can see, it's the ultimate team game. And if you're not a team player, it goes a long way with not getting the best out of a Jalen Reagor or a LaShawn or Shady McCoy. What the heck? Miles Sanders.
Yeah, but I mean, Jalen Reagor, though, I got him also on my dynasty team. And what didn't he hurt his hamstring.
Oh, he was injured.
He was injured. He hurt his hamstring. So he was out for like half the season. A rookie can't just come in, just running great routes right out the beginning. A route progression takes a while. You know, you got to go through cornerbacks. You got to test your routes out, and you got to really build that up.
So let me ask you this real quick. All right. Because I do got a lot of people in here, but shout out to you for being a Bears/Rams fan. Let me ask you two questions. One, Are you happy you guys got Matthew Stafford on the Rams side?
I didn't. Whenever they drafted Jared Goff, I thought that was a mistake. I thought they should have drafted Wentz.
I hear you, but are you happy with Matthew Stafford?
Oh yeah. I think.
And second question, if you're a Bears fan, also you got two chances to get to the Super Bowl. I mean, why not? I guess I'm only a one teamer. I can never look at another team in the same light as the Eagles. But anyways,
I feel that
Bears. If you guys get Carson Wentz, you think it will put you guys over the top?
100%. Because if they got Allen Robinson, if they got Allen Robinson, I'll say that. If they don't, if they give him practice squad players and practice squad guys on the O-line like they did this year in Philly, and Matt Nagy's don't run the ball like he did this year as well, then he's going to suck.
Hey, I hear you. Hey, shout out to you for coming on. I got a lot of people in here. Appreciate you for tuning in, my guy. Be easy. All right. We had a two-teamer talk his talk. I like it. Here we go. Joey Shakes, I see you in here, my guy. I know once I get you on here, it's going to be a little bit longer. So I'm trying to go quickly through these. We're going to have to go quickly. Ethan, if you're backstage or you're in the chat, your device says it's not connected. I think you have to allow it to see your camera and mic and then turn the mic off. But let's get Wentzylvania. I know I see him walking around in his room. Wentzylvania, you here, my guy? Wentzylvania, can you hear us? I'll wait till he comes back. I think he was so tired of waiting, he had to go walk out and do something in his room. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Listen, I'm going to try to go through these quicker. Big Play Slay, you're up.
All right. Is it working?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Let's go.
Thank God. It hasn't been working this whole time. I've been trying to fix it, but it's been saying like your allowed thing isn't working. So now I'm back.
So speak your mind.
All right.
Are the Eagles going to retain Carson Wentz? What do you think is going to happen, and what do you want to happen?
I think he's not going to be back. I think they should trade him to a team like the Colts. But would the Colts want to surrender a guy that doesn't want to play football anymore? Like, I think he has a love for the game still, but ever since Jadeveon Clowney knocked him down, he hasn't looked upright. I mean, the guy just doesn't seem the same. I don't like what he's been doing, and my honest opinion, I don't think the Colts will surrender more than a second-round pick for Carson Wentz. I think they would rather see the Colts trading up for a rookie quarterback instead. If they actually want to, if actually given the option between the two choices, Wentz would arrive in Indianapolis with like a high ceiling, but also a low floor. So yeah, and I think Jalen Hurts has he has some talent in him, but I think with the right system, he could do good.
Hey, you just laid it out there, nice, easy, simple. Yeah. I agree. I think it's definitely pick your poison. I mean, I can see positive things coming from a Carson Wentz trade, but I also can see positive things if he stays, because I do believe, just like with the Sixers, I want to see talented players under a new coach. But yes,
Yeah.
Carson Wentz was horrible in
Yeah,
2020.
and like as
Oh, I think we lost him. Real quick, we got to go through these quickly. Shout out to my guy Jude Lines. He's been here for a minute. We're gonna go through these more quicker. Jude, what's going on with you?
Hello.
Your volume is super low.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're very low.
Okay, give me 1 second. Better?
I can hear you. I
Can you
just
hear me?
think you're very low. But go ahead and speak your mind.
I don't think it's so much. I like Wentz. Okay, the period. I like Wentz. When you look at it, we took Jalen a year. There was DK. There was Justin Jefferson on the market. We if we had all these receivers around him, we passed up on so many good players, and we don't have an offensive line. Imagine if we had a good if we had our 2017 offensive line and the good wide receivers that we should have drafted, but knowing us, we took some no name guys. That we would be a good team. We would be in contention. I believe that's my opinion.
Hey,
If we were to have our O line, a good O line, if we had a healthy Jason Peters, a healthy Brandon Brooks, Jason Kelsey's already healthy, we would be a good team. He has to what Wentz has to do is scramble. That's what he has to do because he has no one to throw to. We took JJ Arcega-Whiteside instead of DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf has more yards at the link than JJ Arcega-Whiteside does in his whole career.
Hey, I agree. Listen, I know you're coming in a little soft, so I'm going to not keep you too long. But listen, you said some good points. If Carson Wentz had better supporting cast, and that's what we might be able to see from a 2021 Eagles football team. But again, I don't know how he's thinking. I don't know where his mindset is. I don't know. I just want an answer more than anything. But hey, shout out to you, Jude, for always supporting the channel and coming through. Go ahead, say your last thing.
If they send him to the Colts, if they send him to the Bears, Allen Robert, however you say his name, you know who I'm talking about.
Robinson.
Yeah, if they're gonna get rid of him because he doesn't want to be on the team, but if they send him to the Colts, Rivers just retired, and they have all these young receivers. They just drafted one. I think his first name's Michael. I think his name's Michael Pittman, and they have T.Y. Hilton. They have a young receiver and young running backs. He would be a good fit there.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. But hey, listen, I can barely hear you. You did get some good takes for the takes I could hear. Shout out to you, my guy. I appreciate you for coming through.
Bye.
Peace. Again, we gonna try to go through these quicker. We got my guy. Marquette Spikes in the building.
There he is. What's up?
What's going on? Speak your mind. What's going on with number 11?
Hey, breaking news. He ain't going to Chicago because Breeze is there.
Wait, Breeze just got traded to Chicago?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'm surprised ain't nobody here. Yeah. They got Breeze.
Hold up. Where did you see this?
What you say? Where did I see it at?
Yeah.
I think I seen it on ESPN.
I don't know if that's true, my guy, because you know dang well 2 people would have had it on their Twitter, Ian Rappaport and or Adam Schefter. And I'm looking on Twitter and I don't see not team.
Hold on once. I get it to you. I definitely get it to you.
That might be fake news, my guy.
Listen, well, if it is fake news, I got 2 things. If that's the case or whatever, if that's the case, the Saints is going to probably look to go after Wentz, and I got a sleeper team that might look to go after him too, which is the Patriots.
Hey, that's definitely a sleeper team. So let me pick your brain on. Would you, if you are the GM Are you trying to trade Carson Wentz? Or are you trying to retain him?
If that's what he wants, to do or whatever, and that's what he feels in his heart. I mean, you got to give him what he expect to do. Since I feel as though we put him in that situation, he was doing a great job and stuff like that. So sometimes you gotta bite your back, and I mean it's like y'all put him in this messed up position. So if he wants to get traded, and you know that he wants to get traded, then I would do it. But if it was just me, I would probably keep him there for the simple fact, if you do want Hurst to be your starting quarterback in the future, you might want to let him learn the game a little bit more. Sit back and watch for at least 2 years or whatever, kind of like how Aaron Rodgers did. So if we can find a way to keep Wentz and starting for the next two years or whatever, then I think that would be a lot better for both quarterbacks because they're learning, and we will have a backup. That's what I see. That's how I see it.
Hey, I hear you. You made some good points, except for listen, I looked real quick. Drew Brees, he's definitely not a Bears. You had everybody in the chat going crazy for a second though, but he's definitely not a Bear. Shout out to you though for coming through and speaking your mind. And I agree. You gotta understand that Carson Wentz, I think you gotta see what he wants. All right, Elijah, go ahead. You got to see what he wants, but at the end of the day, it's ultimately what's better for the Eagles. And I do believe there's talent there. I just don't know if we can get it out of him in Philly. But hey, Marquette Spikes, shout out to you, my guy. Almost, listen, you almost gave me a heart attack with the Breeze to the Bears.
Yo, I'm going to try to see if I can get that to you, bro.
All right, get it to me, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through, though.
All right.
Peace. Shout out to my guy real quick, Gene Pio with the $5. I repeat, $5 super chat. He said, when it comes to the whole Wentz/Eagle situation, I think EDP said it best. I actually haven't watched that video, so let me know what he said, my guy. But shout out to you for coming through with the super chat. Long time supporter of the Philly Talk podcast. Here we go. We about to bring in Joey Shakes is coming up real soon. Shout out to my guy Joey Shakes, but I know once he gets on, he about to get fire. So real quick, let's bring in our guy, Young Money. I tried him earlier. Let's bring him in. Young Money, are you good? Young Money. I guess you're not good yet. You got to come back out and come back in, my guy. Listen, look. I do not want to tell anybody to do this, but you know what the whole Carson Wentz situation makes me feel like doing? It makes me feel like day drinking. I feel like day drinking. This is leftover from my house last night. You know what I mean? Look, I went pretty hard last night. Had some people over I haven't seen. I don't like the beer they brought over, but I got to. This is what it makes me feel like doing. It's 1:00. And I'm drinking a beer because of Carson Wentz. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Listen, Ethan, your device is still a little messed up. We're going to bring on Nikki next. And after Nikki, I got Law Nation. And then my guy Joey Shake going to come on and spit some fire. What's going on, Nikki? And real quick before he starts talking, my man got an Eagles/Sixers YouTube channel. He just started it not too long ago. Definitely go ahead and check it out. All I ask is to watch a video. If you like it, then you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I open the door, but I can't make nobody walk through. But go check out my guy. Let him know what to actually type in, and then speak your mind.
Okay, so for my YouTube channel, you can go to search Nicky Stees. My channel has my face as my picture, so recognize my face, and you'll get to my channel that way. So for Carson Wentz, obviously he's had some good years as a quarterback early on, and last year he fell off the map, which part of it's him, part of it's the team as well. So I was initially thinking a QB competition. I'm still leaning toward that. If all the reports coming out are true that Carson doesn't want to be there, I look at it this way. If you work at any job and you have a reluctant employee and they're still there, you know how they can bring the energy down at work. Because I've been in that situation myself. So I'm looking at it from that perspective. If Carson doesn't want to be there, you have the opportunity to pull off a trade, do so if that's the case. Because the longer you keep a reluctant person there, the more problems it's going to cause. So I look at it from that perspective. And if Carson still has the morale to be there, I was leaning toward QB competition. Because I was thinking, well, either way, the team's not that great. So I think you got to build a better team around him in order for the quarterback to succeed. Because even when Jalen started, you saw some of the same problems late in the season. The offensive line didn't give him help. He didn't have many good plays where he could throw the ball, still had some overthrows and some deflections. So the team as a whole didn't really help out with the QB situation. So you got to build up a better team regardless of who the quarterback is. But as far as Carson goes, yeah, it's either if he doesn't want to be there, that it's better off to get rid of him, prevent more problems, and maybe get some draft picks in return, send him to the Colts or the Bears, and see what you can do from there if that is the case.
Yeah. So if you were called by Howie Roseman, he called you up, hey, yo, Nicky, what should I do? Would you keep him or trade him if it was your decision?
I would ask him honestly, where's Carson's morale stand? And I would tell him that exactly how I feel. If he doesn't want to be there, try to make a trade, get some draft picks in return, and make the most of the situation.
I agree. Listen, it comes down to this too. You don't want to keep somebody who doesn't want to be there. Like you said, you work with that guy who doesn't want to be here. Like, well, then just quit the dang job. Nobody forcing you to be here. Go find a new job. Get up out of here because you're making me feel like poop. You know what I mean? So I agree on that note. It comes down to this. Listen, Carson Wentz has not said nothing, and that is worrisome. It could be a good thing. To me, it's more on the worst side. But I don't believe he's ever actually said he wanted a trade. I think these are all speculations. And man, it's getting real spooky, as LB would say in Philadelphia. But hey, Nicky, shout out to you for coming through. Real quick, last take. So ultimately, if you had to guess, 2021, is Carson Wentz here or gone?
Ooh, at this point, don't have a definitive answer. Now, if all the speculation is true, then he probably will be gone. But I'm only going off based what I'm hearing.
Hey, I hear you. Sometimes you got to go with that gut feeling. Right now, my gut is empty, and I'm going to be going down to grub on some food in a little bit. But shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
You already know. Peace. All right. We're going to go through these quicker. Now, I always say that. I always say it, but man, I just love talking Eagles. You know how it is. So let's get my guy on here. Who's next? I think it's Young Money still here. Young Money, you here? Young Money. Again, no show. So I'm gonna kick him out. He can come back in if it's good. Let me get my guy Law Nation's bank account, I think it is. Law Nation's bank account, and then we got Joey Shakes coming on, my guy. Law Nation Bank's account. Unmute your mic and speak your mind.
Yo, what up, Mike?
Law Nation's bank account. Shout out to you, my guy. What's going on? Speak your mind.
Coming
Carson
from an outsider point of view, I think Carson Wentz is gone. And if I was in Carson Wentz's shoes, I'd be gone too. Howie Roseman has refused to put any talent around him. Carson Wentz didn't play well. He didn't help matters by, complaining about how Jalen Hurts got the job. But yeah, if I'm Carson Wentz, I'm gone. This team hasn't put any talent around me. This team hasn't, tried to help me grow as a quarterback. And if I'm the Eagles, I'm trying to get as much value as I can. So I'd probably trade into a team like the Colts or the Bears, see if we can get their first-round pick for Carson Wentz and a couple of other picks. Because, in my opinion, I think the Eagles, need to rebuild the roster. I think they're going to try to build the roster around Jalen Hurts and move on from there.
I hear you. So that's your take. You think they're gonna do that? Do you believe Carson Wentz will be successful somewhere else in your mind if he does go?
I think yes, because I feel like if he has the right coach that'll use him. Because last year Duck didn't use him well at all. He forced them to throw the ball a lot. And usually when you have a struggling quarterback, you remedy that by running the ball. And you had a pretty good, I say, elite running back in Miles Sanders. And you didn't use him nearly as much. And that kind of went hand in hand with Carson Wentz being bad because you forced him to throw the ball so much.
Hey, you gave some good points. You gave some good points. Listen, real quick, everybody in the chat, Philly Mike's take on this is if Carson Wentz wants to be here, let him be here because I do believe he can turn it around with a new coaching staff. You don't understand how big systems will make or break a player. If the Eagles are healthy with this new coaching staff, I believe he could be good. But if he wants out, then you got to get rid of him. Here's my thing. If Carson wants to stay, we rock with it. I would rock with it. If not, I'm cool. I believe in Jalen Hurts. He has some stuff he got to work on. I do not like Carson's mindset he's presenting. That's what the biggest thing. I'm a grown man, and I like somebody to look me in my face and tell me when I'm doing it wrong, doing it right. And I just don't see that with Carson at this point. Maybe it's the reports getting to me. Maybe I'm starting to be blinded by the light. But where there's smoke, there's fire. But shout out to my guy, Law Nation's bank account. Appreciate you for coming on, my guy. We got a lot of people in here, and I've been trying to get to them. Shout out to you, though, for being patient. Really appreciate you. And you have some good takes.
See you, Philly.
Peace, peace. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I said, we're going to try to go do this fast, but we got my guy Joey Shakes. I got to give him the extra time. And I'm telling you, my guy Joey Shakes got my phone number, but he never texts me and says, let's do a live stream. Like, why not? Joey Shakes, what's going on? I think he got, you know what I mean? He knew he was back here for a while.
I'm here.
Shout out to my guy. Hey, Joey, listen, all you got to do is say, Mike, you trying to live stream? I'm going to say to you, as long as it's after 4 o'clock, I'm like, let's go. And then you can get on here all day. You know what I mean? Because once I get you on here, we go in. But go ahead. Speak your mind, my guy.
Yeah, so I'm kind of going towards a direction now to, I think with Carson Wentz and I think the more I read, the more I'm kind of like you said, getting blinded by the light. Don't know where I'm going with it. Don't know how I'm thinking anymore because it's just going crazy now. But the more Carson has not said one thing, I think the only thing that he's really talked about was the Walter Payton Man of the Year award with Rodney McLeod, and that's really all he's came out with. I mean, even with our head coach and Nick Sirianni and nobody, I mean, he hasn't really talked about even the head coach. Usually your quarterback, Well, here's
the thing. Content creators always stay on here a little longer, so let's make it a three-way piece. He's going to hide the Eagles, Carson, so now it looks like I'm all out on them. But go ahead, Joey, continue, and then we go to PPTP.
The guy hasn't said anything all off. I mean, after the Cowboys game, hasn't said anything. And look, I take it from both sides. Like, I understand why he's not doing it, and obviously we have to take everything with a grain of salt because everyone's speculating what Carson Wentz thinks. I know that nothing is official yet, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. But if he just doesn't want to be here just a little bit. The guy's got to go. The guy's got to go somewhere else. And, I think, there's a big bidding right now with this quarterback, and something might happen in the coming days, coming weeks. I mean, I think this will get done sooner than expected. The Eagles can't really hold on to this. They can't really wait on this for too long. There's a lot of QB needy teams right now. So at this point, I mean, if he decides he wants to move on, then I mean something must be going on that we don't know. There must be discussions with his agent or something must be happening because we're not getting all the information right now of what's going on.
I totally agree. I've said this before. Like you threw shade at your coworkers a little bit earlier, Mike. They all left the chat a little bit earlier, but it is what it is.
Hey, listen, ain't none of my coworkers watch this channel, so F them.
You better hope not. You gonna go to work tomorrow. They're gonna be like, oh, so you don't like us, Mike. You don't like us.
Well, here's the thing. I said it an hour in, so even if they click on the video, I doubt they're gonna get to this part. So bang, bang, boom, boom.
But no, I've said this before. To stay on the workers thing, man. If you go to work, I'd rather a person come into work at the beginning of their shift and say, I hate this place, I quit, I'm leaving, than a person kind of mope around and try and just finish their shift. And I kind of feel like that's where we are with Carson. It's like, I feel like Carson right now, and like you guys said, you guys made very good points about maybe we're at the point that we're kind of letting these, reports get to us a little bit. But at this point, it's like, say something, do something, anything, and it doesn't even have to be Carson. It could be his agent. It could be one of our coaches. It would be very nice if it was one of our coaches. we kicked you out. But no, it would be really nice if it was, Nick Sirianni had the actual freedom to say, look, this is what I want in my quarterback room. Like, I feel like we're handcuffing our coaching staff before we even get started. And that's what really worries me the most about all this, to be honest, because if we go through another 3 years with, obviously, we won a Super Bowl with Doug, but if you take out that year, if we go through another, like 8-8, barely making the playoffs type things with Doug or with this new coaching staff, who do we blame? We still don't know who to blame. So at this point, I need somebody to take responsibility for what's coming next. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm standing. Like, I don't care who our quarterback is. I'm going to go for the Eagles either way, but I'm with you guys. I just need to hear something. Tell me something.
So let me ask you both this. We'll start with Joey Shakes. Listen, if you got a text from Howie Roseman right now and it said it's up to you guys, we're either going to stop the trade possibilities or we're going to try to trade him harder. Do you want to see number 11 starting week 1?
Look, a bad year is a bad year. I mean, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and some of these other guys have bad years, but they don't look as bad as that. I mean, that was just embarrassing. That was just like, I don't even know if he was even a quarterback that was getting paid 130 something guaranteed at that point. But it just makes it so hard right now because the guy, I could say this over and over again because the guy hasn't said anything. I think it makes things so much clearer for us Eagles fans instead of, when I read too much stuff on Twitter, I get angry and I get really I go out of my mind. I have to stop because it's just too much. But I think, this is what I don't get is before, with the press conferences with Nick Sirianni and everything, when Howie Roseman had his end of the year press conference, they said, they think Carson Wentz is still elite. They want him here. I said, okay. But then you bring Nick Sirianni in here and Shane Steichen as the offensive coordinator. You have Brian Johnson coming in as quarterback coach. And then you figure out, hey, you brought these guys in to help Carson Wentz because they could fix QBs. I felt like that was kind of the reason why they, I think they have a good resumes, and Nick Sirianni has a good resume, but I think bringing those guys in, they wanted to, the legit reason was to help the quarterback. So now we're hearing that this guy's going to get traded. Now we're hearing that the Eagles aren't hanging up on teams calling with with these aggressive phone calls. And then I'm hearing that the Eagles could actually get a first round pick that we probably really need. And if we actually get a first-round pick for Carson, I think it's kind of hard to hang up the phone. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think we're going to get that anywhere else. I don't think they can really wait on this at this point. So I really don't know.
Go ahead.
I want whoever wants to be the quarterback. That's all I want. Whoever wants to actually come here and play. I feel like we've been in a very odd situation these past couple of years with our quarterback situation. Obviously, winning a Super Bowl with a backup is unprecedented, obviously. But even further than that, we've always had a very stacked quarterback room. Even if you want to go back to a Chase Daniels getting paid way too much to be a backup, but we always had very good quarterback rooms, and we always had a lot of draft assets. The last 3 years, we ran away from that. If we can get back to that and it costs us Carson Wentz, it doesn't seem like he wants to be here, so then I'm kind of cool with that. It is what it is. If you're the sacrifice we have to make, to get better down the road, then it is what it is. I want him to be here. If I'm being 100% honest, I would love for him to be our quarterback. I think that, look, I think he's the better quarterback. If we're looking at just actual, if I'm a scout, I'm probably saying that Carson's better.
Real quick, your Teesprings account says differently.
Say that again?
Your Teespring account says differently.
No, hey, listen, man. You got to give the people what they want. Don't you do this to me. Don't do this to me, Mike. Hey, quick, you got to give the people what they want. Hey, I do. I mean, he's the better quarterback. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, because I watch you guys' videos. Sometimes I don't comment because I be watching it while I'm at work and, at my job, anyways, I keep my phone in. I don't really watch, but I listen to you guys. And so if I had to ask you, if I had to project what I thought you guys would say, I thought you guys would say, I do believe in the Carson Wentz talent. I just don't think it's going to happen. I thought both you guys would have said, I want him gone. Because I be listening to your Trey Lance videos. I be listening to your Jalen Hurts videos, PPTP, and Joey Shakes, man. Shout out to that rant he did against everybody who was hating on Nick Sirianni. That was a good one too. I definitely didn't turn back. I was ready for all the smoke, and I liked it. But I think you guys both are on. I thought from listening to your videos is like, listen, you understand where Carson can be. I just thought y'all thought he was both done in Philly.
I think it's up to him. That's really where I'm at.
I need an answer, bro. I need an
That's
answer
all. Yeah,
right
I'm like,
now. Like, I don't know
feel
what
like
else
that.
to do.
I feel like that X. I feel like that X, and or I feel like I'm stalking my ex from high school every time I go to his IG or his Twitter. It's like I don't want to do this. Like, just give me an answer. Let me. We're over here trying to figure out whether or not he had the words "quarterback of Philadelphia Eagles" on his IG. This is where we're at. 4 years after winning a Super Bowl, this is where we're at. What happened? And like that, I just want some continuity, some answers. That's all I want.
Hey, listen, I agree. Listen, like I said, y'all both got my phone numbers. I did one live stream with Joey Shakes, and I did one live stream with Philly the podcast, aka Joe Castro. I said I
I like that though. I kind of like that. I'm like,
you know what? That's my new thing. But listen, we could do a 3-piece, we could do a 1-on-1, but y'all just gotta hit me up. Listen, I'm always down to stream. I do have your phone number now, Philly. I'm about to say Philly Castro now. See, here we go. Joe Castro, I got your number. Joey Shakes, I believe I got your number too. I don't know. I have 2 numbers saved for you though. I don't. Maybe I'll be texting the wrong one sometimes.
Maybe.
But shout out to you guys. Like I said, let's do something. I know Joey Shakes is waiting to get back on YouTube to stream on his channel. I know he got the backup channel and everything. That's messed up. But hey, shout out to you guys. Listen, it's been a quarterback drama factory.
Mike,
you take how we said it, but add drama in between them. But go ahead,
Mike. You're just seeing it. Like I'm watching Jalen Hurts on CBS, and he's talking about he's gonna be taking he's doing his part, and he was welcoming the competition with Wentz coming in, and then helping doing stuff off the field too, like giving the check, the $30,000 check to those that family with the kids that had cancer and everything, and I'm just doing all this stuff. I'm just seeing all these good things. I'm getting really good vibes. I'm feeling real good about this guy. I feel like he's trying to be that guy for the city, and I don't know. I just have really good vibes about Jalen Hurts. And then and look, at the end of the day, guys, like I think we can all agree, like we'll hate that pick regardless of Jalen Hurts' success. I think we'll always hate that pick regardless of what happens. But at the end of the day, we have a guy that got in some really valuable snaps last year. Okay, had some good games, had some bad, and obviously there was more problems than just Jalen Hurts and just this offense and a lot more than that. But with Carson Wentz, it's just nothing. And then with Jalen Hurts, I'm seeing what a quarterback should be doing. I mean, Jalen Hurts is acting like he's the starting quarterback pretty much of the team already. And I like seeing that, and it's good vibes, and I really love it. So, I mean, we're going to probably hear something in the coming. I don't know when this is going to happen. I mean, I definitely know this is definitely happening before free agency. I mean, it's got to happen before then.
Yep.
Yeah, one last thing I want to say before I get out of here and let you get, because I know you probably got 20,000 people in the back room. But I want to say to a lot of people that, come at me and they be like, oh, he doesn't owe us anything as, a man. He doesn't owe us an explanation. And to a certain extent, I agree with you on that. As a man, he does not owe us that. But at the same time, as fans, and I know that Joey Shakes can agree with me. I know you can agree with me, Mike. We've defended Carson at times that we probably should over the past 4 or 5 years. So realistically, like, he kind of owes us at least a little bit of a nugget of like, listen, I know you guys have had my back. It's not you. It's what's this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we at least deserve that. So I know as a man, he doesn't owe us anything, but I think as fans, we at least deserve a little bit.
Yeah, Joe, I think he's mentally just had I think he just has really bad luck here. I think, honestly, he's had the worst luck I've ever seen a quarterback have. Not only with Nick Foles winning the Super Bowl, but then Green Bay comes, Jalen Hurts gets his snaps and gets success off of that. And Carson Wentz is like, here we go again, all over again. So, I mean, between the injuries and these quarterbacks that are stepping up in front of him, doing better than him at times, or because of, obviously the first time it was because of injury. The second time it's because Carson Wentz thought he was just playing horrible for a lot of games. And, with all the rumors of Doug wanting to put Jalen Hurts in earlier in the season, and Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie want to keep Carson on the field. I mean, no other quarterback, no other team would keep their quarterback on the field for that long, for like all those straight weeks. I mean, I made a video after the first game and said something was wrong, and I got attacked. I mean, I'm talking, I got cut up. I got shanked like 25 times by everybody. Okay. And I didn't even care. I said, I'm gonna get heat for this, but whatever at the end of the day. So you know what? If the guy doesn't want to be here, I'm not saying that is officially saying that he doesn't want to be here, but let me tell you something. By silence, I take that I just take that as disrespect towards the city, towards the fans that want to know. And he knows we want to know what's going on. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, like, we got to, we're just fans. We can't make decisions, but let me tell you something. Like, as for a guy that knows about the Philadelphia fans, he must not know then. He must not know how diehard we are. He must not know that we really want answers. And at least if your head coach gets hired to do an introductory press conference and Nick Sirianni, at least come out and say, hey, Nick Sirianni, or talk about him or something like that. Like, what is he doing? What is he thinking? And
post a picture with a little heart emoji. That's all I want. That's like, post a little fly eagles fly emoji. That's all we want.
That picture, that video of Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz and Jason Kelsey, that they were sitting after the Cowboys game, they were sitting on they knew something, like they knew it was over after that. Like, that just showed right there. Like, it was just done. It was over with. And you know what? The better we get Carson out of here, the faster we get him out of here, the better we're going to be. Because you know what? I don't care. We might not be contenders next year. I'm not hyping up this team next year. I got to see with my own two eyes what Nick Sirianni and the rest of this staff brings to this offense, what Jonathan Gannon does with this defense. And because we have a lot of holes, obviously, we got to stop putting all money into our defensive line, because that's just getting annoying now, to where we're really just trying to bandage up our defense with these marquee names that used to be somebodies, but now they're nobodies. You know what I mean? And we got to stop doing that too. So there's a lot of different things that need to be fixed here. And if you're able to get a first round pick for Carson Wentz, I'm telling you right now, and if you could just call just the Bears as an example, they have the 20th pick of the draft. If you're able to get that pick on top of number 6, I'm telling you, you can't mess up this draft. Howie Roseman has one more year on his contract this year in 2021. It's all or nothing for whoever. There's no scapegoats. I mean, I understand, like, everyone's talking about scapegoats, but I'm telling you right now, it's now or never with Howie Roseman in this staff. So,
hey, yeah, and you make a good point with the 1 year left. So I think maybe it was Jeff Lurie knowing how good he is with fixing the cap and the cap numbers, because he is really good at that. He already started the way he was able to restructure to call Malik Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey in your office and say, listen, pretty much y'all gonna get let go, but do me a favor and give me some money back. That's what he did. He was able to fire a guy and still, you know what I mean, not give him his bonus pay. You know what I mean? So that's good. They're going to be 2 June 1st cuts. But shout out to my guy Jeremiah Butler with the 4. I repeat, $4.99 super chat. He said, I say, Howie, firstly, fire yourself. Then talk to Carson. If he wants to stay, keep him. If not, get no less than a first round pick. And that's the scary part. It's like, if you do go about trading him, what are we going to get? Are we going to be on the Matthew Stafford side, or are we going to be that Jared Goff side where we have to pay to let him go? So,
there's no way they're giving up picks to take away a contract.
That's the thing. If it came down to giving stuff to get him off, he's going to be here 100%. But hey, listen, shout out to you guys. Like I said, and the weekend, I know Joey is really busy during like the midday throughout the week, but hey, the weekends, if you guys are free, let me know. We can easily have a 3-piece or 1-piece, because like I said, I did one stream with both you guys and I'm able to get it on both channels and I got Joey Shake stuff too. Like I said, I'm never gonna do nothing wrong with it. Like, if I post a video on your channel, you're gonna obviously see. You know what I mean? Like, why is Mike on my channel? Obviously, like I said, but it's cool. We can get it on both channels on either one. But like I said, shout out to you guys. I know the people in the background right now are really hating me, but shout out to you guys.
Yeah, we'll get out of here. I'll get out of here, man. I appreciate you guys letting me be on, man.
Peace. Shout out to y'all for really waiting. Like I said, people in the background, I appreciate you. You know, once you get a content creator on it, it takes a lot longer. But shout out to my guy, JMC. big supporter of the Philly Talk podcast. He's been here for a long time. What's going on, JMC? Your mic is muted, so if you're talking right now, I can't hear you. You have to click the unmute mic button. JMC, unmute your mic, my guy. I guess you, hey, JMC, listen, my guy, make sure you unmute your mic next time or come back in, go out and come back in. Appreciate you, my guy. Maybe you left because I was taking too long, but I got you next time. Shout out to my guy, AK Eagles 88. What's going on with you?
Yo, what's going on, Mike?
Hey, shout out to you for waiting for the content creators to speak their mind. But you go ahead. It's your turn.
Oh,
Speak
it's no
your
problem,
mind.
man. It's no problem at all. I love listening to those two guys. I watch them every day, so it's no biggie.
Hey, I'm glad. Listen, and that's one thing about Philly content creators. We always pushing the next one up. We never about that. Hey, don't watch this guy. Don't watch that. It's all Philly love. The city of brotherly love. Let's go.
For sure. Yo, I want to give you guys a thought for a second, because I've pondered this just as much as y'all about Carson Wentz. And this is the one thing I can get down to is, I became a father at 28, so about 4 years ago. I'm 32.
Shout out to you.
I just feel Carson kind of lost his love for the game after his daughter was born. If you look at last season, you didn't see heart from him. You didn't see that drive you saw the first 3-4 years, I just feel, remember at the end of the replacements, whenever they asked Gene Hackman at the end, what's it going to take to get back in the game? He said, you got to have heart, and he meant it for Flacco. I believe that's what Hurts is going to be for us. I just don't feel Wentz's heart's there anymore. He's got a family. He's got a daughter now. I believe that means more to him now than what football does. And you can see that on the field. So,
hey, listen, I have 3 kids, and listen, I was the early bird when it came to it. I'm 29 years old right now. I'll be 30 in March. Shout out to your boy. Next month, I got a birthday coming up.
When's your birthday? Because mine's in March. Mine's in March too. My birthday's in March too. When's yours?
14th.
Mine's the 20th. My daughter was born on the 14th. So,
hey, shout out to your daughter. Shout out to March babies all over the world. Pisces gang, let's go.
Yep.
Here we go. I'll be 30, and listen, my life changed dramatically when I had my kids. And I'm not saying that as a football player, somebody who's been in his situation in college and he already played in the pros, he should be able to keep his mind right when it comes to family and football. You should be able to, you would think. A professional. He's supposed to be the best of the best at his craft. I will say this though, it definitely changed me. I started a little bit earlier, but anyways, I got 3 kids. I got 3 kids. I was 3 kids, and I love it. But it definitely changed me
too, man. It changes your world, and like I said, maybe he just realized football isn't as important to him anymore. So. That's the only thing I can think, man. Honestly, I've pondered everything. So, as a father,
thing about that is that's a take that nobody ever said. So it's definitely cool to see something different. You know what I mean? Listen, there is a reason behind his dramatic drop down. But at the end of the day, let me ask you this before I let you go, AK Eagle. Do you believe that Carson will be talented somewhere else if he ends up going?
Oh man, I don't know why anybody would ever question Carson Wentz's talent. It's always been there since day one, and that's, I guess, what's hard for everyone to wrap their head around is where did it go, especially last year, because you didn't see the Carson Wentz that everyone's used to seeing. Now granted, could it be the daddy weight he put on, that 15 pounds, not being able to scramble out the pocket? I don't know, man. But no, it's always there. You never lose it. It's like riding a bike or roller skating. Once you learn how to do it, you know how to do it. Whether you've walked away for 5 years or whatever, you might be a little rusty, but it's there. So no, I believe he has everything in the world to be great. I just mentally, I don't know where he is right now, and that's the question everyone's got to figure out.
I think that's the biggest take. I think that's what everybody thinks. I think some people believe he just stinks, but I think the majority believe the talent is there. He just got to fix his mental aspect on life and the game of football. But hey, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for hanging in. You've been hanging in tough, especially with
Thanks, man.
me bringing on 2 content creators. Shout out
No,
to you.
man. Hey,
Appreciate
you
you.
keep doing what you do, man. Keep it real. I love watching you, and keep doing.
I appreciate you. Peace.
Later.
All right. We gonna go through these faster. I know I always say that, but we about to get it going. My guy Lenny D in the building.
What's up? What's up?
Chilling. You see the 3 pictures on the bottom of the screen. You got Bears Carson, you got Colts Carson, and you got Eagles Carson. Speak your mind. What's gonna happen with number 11?
I really don't know what's going to happen, but my thing about it is like with Howie and Lurie is why not try to give him the Aaron Rodgers treatment? What I mean by that, you had a Super Bowl winning head coach and Mike McCarthy. You know, he wasn't getting it done with Aaron. So then they shipped him off. And then then Matt LaFleur came and they've been to 2 back-to-back NFC championship games. So why not give Carson a try in this new system? Now, if he go in there and stink it up, then okay, then you trade him or whatever. But why not try to give him that new coach, see how he's gonna fit the system, how he's gonna fit the system, because they ran the North Dakota offense with the Colts. And why not run that offense with the guy who graduated from North Dakota? You know what I'm saying? So give him a chance with the new coach. And to everybody saying that, and this is no shot to nobody, but this for everybody saying that they want him to come out and speak publicly. We don't know if this man even spoke to Howie or Lurie or even Sirianni, because we don't got their phone numbers. He ain't had to speak publicly for everybody to know. He could have talked to Howie and said, yeah, I still want to be here. He could have talked to Lurie and said, yeah, I want to be here. He could have talked to Sirianni and said, I'm ready to work with you. But we don't know because we ain't got their phone number. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know anything. We just expecting the negative. But what about what is they talking about privately? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he got kids now. He got a kid now. So he ain't got to take everything to public. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion on it.
Hey, that's a good opinion. Listen, you're right though. Listen, Aaron Rodgers, again, he didn't have that horrible season that Carson Wentz had. Yeah. He definitely didn't, but you're right. Listen, Super Bowl, and even though Carson Wentz didn't play in the Super Bowl, he was a big part of getting there. Listen, let's be honest. Nick Foles was terrific in the 2 games, NFC Championship and the Super Bowl, but he was average at best when it comes to the Atlanta game. And I was at the Atlanta game. I was dead. It was cold. We were screaming. Listen, the Eagles got things on both sides of their stadium, and it's the loud factor. I've been to the Eagles Stadium a couple times, and I only ever seen at the most 3 of them spinning. And we had all 4 spinning in that stadium. Shout out to the defense for coming up big, man. It was crazy, that game. But he played average. But at the end of the day, Carson Wentz was a big part of the Super Bowl. That's what I'm trying to get to. And so you get rid of your Super Bowl coach because quarterback to coach, it's not working. Do you hire a guy who you pretty much possibly hired him to fix Carson?
Yeah.
Do you give him a chance to fix him or do you move him? Let me just say this about Carson. My biggest gripes on Carson is this. The man has been, I don't like him being quiet. I know some people say it's not a big deal. To me, it is, bro. Like, look, come out and say something. Come out and say, you know what, Philly, I'm a fighter and I'm going to fight for my job. Listen, even if you don't legitly fight for it behind closed doors, I don't know. I don't care. Like, listen, bro, the city of Philadelphia is rocky. The city of Philadelphia is brotherly love. And when I say brotherly love, because you love your brother, but you also hate your brother. That's what we do. We love hate relationships with anybody we got on the team. I love you. I hate you. It's all what we do as Philly fans. And so I'm saying, bro, just come out and give us something. So his mindset, and reports came out from Jostina Anderson a while ago, a couple years ago, and I didn't believe them. But the more reports that come out and say that he's entitled, he got leadway, it's kind of hard for me to forget him now. Listen, I am not trying to automatically categorize him as uncoachable and entitled. But when there's fire, there's smoke. And normally I'm a lean that way now. You know what I mean? I'm a lean that way.
Yeah.
It's just like Carson. I want you to look yourself in the mirror, be better when it comes to football. And I do believe the talent's there. I just don't know if it's going to work out in Philly anymore at this point.
And that's where my point come in. You know, I think I told Joey this. I told Joe Castro this, and I told his guy Brandon. But I told him, I said, we kind of told him to take a step back. Not you guys, not talking about you guys, but like the Philly media and some of these Eagles fans said, take some time off, clear your head and come back stronger next season. But now when the man don't say anything, it's a huge problem. That's why I also said we don't know what he's saying to Howie. We don't know what he's saying to Lurie. We don't know if he's talking to Sirianni, because at the end of the day, we don't got his phone. We don't got his emails or anything. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if he's talking to him. Just because he's not saying anything publicly don't mean he's not saying anything privately. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it can ease us. It can ease us knowing that he's saying something on the media. But at the end of the day, it really matters to the owner, GM, and head coach. You know what I'm saying?
I agree 100%. Hey, real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I said, listen, real quick, we got $167 in here, and we be going on hour and 46, and I haven't even said it one time. I normally say at least 10 times by now. But listen, if you haven't done it, smash the like button for your boy. The like button is free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing, and it pushes this out. It lets me get discovered by other Philly fans. We on the road to 10K. Shout out to everybody in the chat, but smash the like button. Like, it's super easy. I don't know how many likes we got, but we should have at least 100 likes. You know what I mean? We've been keeping $160 to 200 in the chat. Smash the like button for your boy. It would be greatly appreciated. And listen, Lenny D has a YouTube channel. So if you feeling the vibes, you like what he's saying, definitely go out there and check it. Go to the search bar after this video and type in Lenny D. You'll see my guy on most of his videos, the picture of him as a thumbnail. Click it, watch a video. You already heard him spit some facts out here. Go ahead and subscribe to my guy. But hey, Lenny D, let me ask you this before I let you go, because we got some other people in here.
All right.
Do you think Carson will be back on the team in 2021? Do you think he'll be here?
That's a tough question to answer. You know what I feel like? I feel like, I don't know, I'm just going to think outside the box. I feel like we might not trade him yet, at least yet. We might not trade him. We probably just trying to get a price on him in case like 2021 he come out stinking again. You know what I'm saying? So we're probably trying to get a price on him, like put him on layaway, as you would say. Probably put him on layaway for right now. So if he come out in 2021 doing good or doing bad, we'll at least know what we can get for him.
That's facts. That's facts. Hey, shout out to you, my guy. We're going to get some people on here as well. Hey, Lenny D, appreciate you coming through, my guy. Let's go. At the end of the day, it's fly Eagles fly all day, every day. Shout out to you, my guy. All right, we got the young and the restless. I see him over there. He's starting to smile on this thing. We got the youngest Eagles fan in the building. Let's go, my guy Braden, the Eagles fan. Let's go. What's going on with you?
Can I say something first? If you did not know, I did make a channel. If you did not know, I did make a channel. I haven't posted it in a week because I'm trying to I'm going to do a mock draft, probably posting it today. So, yeah, if you want to go check it out, Philly Fan All Day. That's my channel.
There you go. Philly Fan All Day, searching in the search bar. But Braden, I saw you on, I believe it was Philly Fresh's live call-in, and you were rocking the Jalen Hurts jersey. So listen, speak your mind. What do you want to see happen with Carson Wentz?
I may not be a Carson Wentz fan. I may be a Carson Wentz fan.
So a couple days ago, you were 100% ready to get rid of him, but now you're kind of second guessing it. Let me know why.
I'm 100% ready to get rid of him, but I do think he has talent. That's what I'm trying to say. I do think he has talent. It's just he's been through series of things that are tough to get through. an ACL tear. I'm pretty sure he got a concussion in there, and it's just tough to get through those. And I'm pretty sure he had a trial, right? He did, I think. And it's like, and it's like some bumps in the road. But I do think he has talent. Like, I forget who said that, but like, if you start riding a bike, you're not gonna forget how. You could be rusty. You probably will be, but like, you're never gonna forget how. And like, I think he has talent. It's just not under this coaching staff, not under Howie Roseman. They don't use it. They don't use him right.
Well, let me ask you this though. Because you say he has talent and because he failed miserably under Doug Peterson
Yeah.
and Marty Mordenway and Rich Grandranello and Deuce and all these players and all these coaches, I should say, that were given to him, new and old. But now we got Nick Sirianni. Now we got Kevin Patullo. We got Shane Steichen. We got a whole new mindset in here. So if you think he's going to be talented on another team with a new coaching staff, we got a new coaching staff. Are you willing to give him a chance? Are you saying Jalen Hurts is the next guy?
I'm saying, I think that we have to try him, and we have to see what he is like in training camp and preseason. And if he is not it, we gotta trade him. Or we can trade him to a team like the Panthers right now and get the 8th overall pick or whatever pick they have. We could do that. I think they have the 8th pick or 7th pick or something. And we could do that, but we also could do the other things. Like, we can trade him to the Colts, which honestly, I think at the most from the Colts, we could get like a second and third round pick at the most. Because if we want to trade him and get maybe even a decent pick or a decent player, we have to trade him now. Because we won't get a good pick if we trade him and he does bad in training camp, like I said.
Let me ask you this. So you want to trade Carson because you believe in Jalen Hurts and you think it's just he's talented, but his time is done. What do you think we can get for Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz, I think like we can get maybe at best we could get like maybe like up for a player, we could get like maybe a linebacker, like a
What do you think we can get when it comes to picks?
3rd, 4th rounder.
Woo, you said we can only get a 3rd or 4th rounder. Hey, Jaden, listen.
Yeah, and like because behind like when he plays in backup, like I think he also, because I was at the Vikings game and it was like so cold out, but I was at that game and I don't think he plays good. I don't think he can be a backup because he just loses all his confidence. And he's like, I'm just bad. They benched me. I'm just terrible. And that's why he's not. I don't think he was in 2018 after sitting out all the playoff games. I don't think he was not what we were expecting him to be.
Hey, listen, I agree, Braden. When it comes to just the mindset of Carson Wentz, it's worrisome. Let me be honest. Shout out to Alexis saying, why not let him be it with his family? He's trying to put football away for a little bit, enjoy the offseason with the new kid. I agree there, but just give us something. All you got to do is come out and say, listen, if he tweeted, Philadelphia Eagle fans, don't believe the hype, I'm ready to get to work for 2021. You know how much that would mean to us? For people who are advocating for Carson, if he just said a tweet, he don't even have to stand in front of a mic. He don't have to ask the Philly media questions. If this guy just said on Twitter,
yeah,
Philly, I'll be back ready to go in 2021. That's great.
Yeah,
But he hasn't said that. Hey, shout out to you, Braden. Like I said, everybody in the chat, this is a young man who is passionate about the game of football. Real quick, Braden, how old are you?
I'm 10. My birthday was in January.
Shout out to you. He just turned 10. So he was 9 a couple months ago, turned 10. But let me say this. I have a 10-year-old. I have a 10-year-old, I have a 5-year-old, and I have a soon-to-be 2-year-old. My 10-year-old is not the sports kid. My 5-year-old, he's coming around. He ride or die Eagle. But it's always good to see kids at a young age where they could be playing with other stuff who are that interested in a game of football. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
Appreciate you for coming
the
through.
reason why I didn't get on earlier is because I was playing in the snow.
Say it again?
I was playing in the snow because it's snowing where I am. So that's why I didn't get on earlier.
Hey, shout out to you. See, he goes from playing in the snow to watching Eagles football. Appreciate you, my guy. I'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace. Hold on one second, everybody. Go downstairs. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got $1.55. If you haven't hit that like button, smash the like button. Shout out to my guy Jason Wall coming through. Let's see what he said real quick. I feel like Braden is like Benjamin Buttons. He has the mind of a grown-up. Definitely smarter than most of you. Oh, shout out to my guy with the hot take. Shout out. We about to bring other people in here real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though. Like I said, I appreciate you guys coming through. We got to get my guy. We got a couple guys coming next. We're gonna try to go through these faster, but we got my guy Todd Philly. What is it? What is his name? He said Todd Philly Billy Womack. Let's go. Shout out to
good,
you,
man.
Speak your mind. How do you feel about the Carson Wentz saga?
Man, it's funny that we overtook the Super Bowl with our whole quarterback controversy. You know, that's crazy because we literally put the Super Bowl at second, and all it is Carson Wentz drama from how he is in the locker room to he wants to be traded. We bring in, not Frank Wright, but his understudy and do all this, and it's still not pleasing him. I mean, it's just getting tiresome, man. It's like we're trying to keep a positive mindset, but the question is where were we going? And if you are a true Eagles fan, Doug should not have been fired. We shouldn't even be in this mess. It's all because of Howie Roseman, because last year we wanted to be a quarterback factory, and now we're running away, or we're running out of a quarterback that when he came back in power, he made all these moves to go get the man, and that's the one guy that's supposed to be backing him. Like you tied your hitch with Carson Wentz when you made all those picks and got him in this as a second pick of that draft. And now, I mean, from the rumor it's between the Colts and Chicago as a favor to him, because I still think he has the talent. I just, as a fan base, we fall in love with a backup quarterback way too much, man. We did it to Donovan. It seems like Donovan had tougher skin than Carson, but it's like, yo, can we back this man up for once? I mean, he's coming into work seeing the statues of Nick Foles and the coach that I guess they hadn't fallen out of, because in my eyes, I think Doug just fell in love with the RPO, and that's all he wanted to run was RPO, and Carson Wentz ain't built like that, and it just became a downfall. And I don't care what quarterback, you can't work with a 14 change-up offensive line, man. I don't care what quarterback you put back there, man. There's no continuity. And then I'm also hearing how everybody's comparing Aaron Rodgers when they drafted a first-round quarterback. Yo, Aaron Rodgers has Devontae Adams, okay? He has a go-to wide receiver that they could throw the ball in complete darkness. I mean, I feel as though they could be in complete darkness and they'd be still hit connected. So, and where was Carson Wentz's go-to wide receivers since he's been in Philly? Besides at Club Med.
That's facts. That's facts. Listen, I will say they definitely didn't do their best to help Carson Wentz throughout the whole situation. I mean, again, horrible in 2020. I cannot protect
Oh,
him
I
for
mean,
that.
I'm not knocking him for that. I mean, it was to the point where you're just like, I want to be mad at the guy, but it's like you're seeing the play of the whole entire team.
The team was
And I know, and I know where the spark. I mean, I hated that word, like the spark. I'm like, okay, we are you trying to get into the playoffs or not? We're not trying to get a spark. We're trying to light a damn fire. Okay. And knowing if you're being an Eagles fan, I mean, don't get it wrong. I love our mobile quarterbacks, but you got to have the arm talent to go with the mobility. Okay. Brandon Cunningham, Donovan, Michael Vick, they all can move, but we knew that they can just flick it down the damn field. And I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts can't flick it. Okay, that pass to Deshaun Jackson, it showed everything because Deshaun Jackson had to slow down to literally wait for that ball to come because that was a floating duck. It didn't get to him right there.
Listen, I do agree that the pass didn't get to him the way he wanted to, and he had to slow down. But you gotta look at the part of the play. When Mike Vick or Donovan flicks it, they're stepping up in the pocket. Jalen Hurts was scrambling out and was throwing off his back foot. So
and that's my thing. Here you go. Now, what did Carson Wentz do in that Seattle game on Sunday Night Football when he was stumbling and flicked it to Nelson, sometimes half hands to Aguilar?
Yeah, but they were different. They're different type of throws. This was a 50-yard bomb. The other one was like a 35-yard strike. But listen. I'm not second guessing Carson Wentz's arm strike. I love it, but I just think that Jalen Hurts doesn't get credit for some of the things he's done. And again, you got to remember he played 4 games in a rookie season with, like you said, a horrible team.
And that's what I'm saying. The sample size is, that's why I want to keep both so they can go ahead and have a quarterback competition because the sample size is too small for me for Jalen Hurts because one thing we know about it, within those 4 games, once you put a spy on Jalen Hurts and you told him to beat you with the arm, it wasn't it. I mean, that's what I said. It's
listen, I will agree with you that in second half of games, he started to get figured out. And once they got tape on him, he wasn't the same. However, again, you're talking about a guy who was playing for, as we all know, a coach who couldn't call plays for Carson, a coach who couldn't play calls for Jalen,
and that's where it's so hard.
Line who couldn't block for either of them. And at the end of the day, Carson Wentz played for a bad team. Jalen Hurts played for a bad team. But here's the difference. Jalen Hurts was only in for 4 games, and he's a rookie. Peyton Manning, there's a lot of players who had a bad rookie season, and they changed. So what I can say is this. Am I 100% sold on Jalen Hurts as a guy who's going to be legit in the league? Not fully, but I'm definitely not out on the guy because he showed a couple things that I want to see from a rookie quarterback, especially when he's thrown in the fire. Poise, decision-making, and we know he got legs. That won't hurt. And at the end of the day, you're going to see guys. They're not going to be drafted no more Tom Brady's, Peyton Manning's, Drew Brees.
Oh, no. That's the it's like this. This is
the new quarterback. What I'm trying to say is the new quarterback style is you got to have feet. You got
you have to have legs now because I mean that's the same way with Patrick Mahomes. Is like you fall in love with the arm talent, but you also forget that he can move.
Correct.
And that's where it's like that. I mean, the positive with that's the only thing I could say about Jalen Hurts is at least he can move. But it's like that arm talent I'm iffy on. But the reason why I don't want that, I get scared because we done been with Michael Vick, getting concussed. I mean, you can't be too mobile out here.
I agree. Hey, shout out to you, Todd Philly Dilly. Whoa, Mac. Shout out to you. But
we
got
keep
a lot
it
of people
going,
in
man.
here.
I love the podcast. You keep it moving. I love every Philly content guy creator out here. we're all our media hype beasts out here. We love our Eagles. That's why I just that's to sum it all up. And Keep it moving. I love when y'all all get together and y'all debate with where the team is
Philly
going.
Fresh. Yep.
Yeah,
Hey, we
Philly
gonna
Fresh, all of Philly
Gate City,
500,
all of them.
Laura Brunson, all you guys, man. I love you guys.
Hey, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through. All right, we got Papa Sora. Papa Sora, what's going on with you?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Speak your mind. What's going on with number 11?
I don't know. I think he's gone. I'd still gladly welcome quarterback competition, but if he gone, he gone.
He gone. But yeah, so your take is he's gone. Just looking at everything that has been going down the last couple of days, would you be mad if he stayed though?
I wouldn't be mad if he stayed. I would not hand him the keys. If he loses the competition, he loses the competition. If he gets traded before the competition, he gets traded before the competition.
Hey, that's a good way to say it. Look, like I said, nobody should be gifted anything. You worked hard to get to the NFL, and you got to continue to work hard while being in the NFL. It's not what you've done for me in the past. It's what can you do for me this upcoming Sunday? You know what I'm saying? It's not about past accomplishments, because you got people who can do that, who have that, but they got to still get it done while they're playing. And what we need from Carson Wentz is to play better on Sunday. Now, I will say this. There were a lot of things that went horrible this season, including Carson Wentz. But coaching, O-line, wide receiver play, the defense, there's a reason why we have a brand new coaching staff, and we are about to get rid of a lot of old guys. There's a reason. And Carson was subjected to that reasoning, and he made it worse, in my point of view. That's the thing. I can say that there are reasons why Carson Wentz stunk, but he got to be a little bit better than that, to be honest. You know what I mean? It was just bad. But shout out to you, my guy, Papa Sora. Let me ask you this real quick.
Okay.
Do you believe Jalen Hurts could be the guy for the Eagles?
Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts can be the guy, because I know a lot of people are talking about like, oh, he doesn't have a passing, or oh, he had to slow down, or sorry, Jackson had to slow down for that 81-yard touchdown, and how you were talking about how he had to throw it on the back foot and all of that. Jalen Hurts in 4 games did get 1,000 passing yards. Yes, I know some of it was like the 3rd and 20 Quez Watkins touchdown. That was all Quez. You still have to get the ball to him. Lord knows we've seen Carson Wentz and other quarterbacks underthrow a receiver on that exact same play. And we've seen all of that. Yes, and people also like to describe the bad second half, because I know you were talking about Gate City Sports showing the stats and all that, because I watched that exact video as well. That was all coaching, even with Carson. And I will say this, even with Carson, that they had bad second halves. Week 1, for example, I think it was 17-0 at the end of the half, or 17-7. Peterson never adjusted. He never adjusted in the second half for either quarterback. I'm trying to think of another game that we might have had a lead and then we just lost it in the second half, but I can't think of anything right now. But yeah, no, Peterson was also mainly a problem. And I like our coaching staff. I know people want to dog on Sirianni for being nervous. It was his first press conference. What are you going to do? Are you expecting him to come out and start sounding like the president? I don't think so.
Exactly. Hey, look at my first YouTube videos to my new ones, man. I was a wreck. I watched my first YouTube videos. I'm like, ew, who is that guy? You know what I mean? Who is that guy? You're just nervous. And you're like, well, he's a professional. Again, he was a professional who taught players, but he wasn't in that role. The only time he ever spoke in front of people were probably his teammates. You know what I mean? In the middle of the field. He didn't have to stand on the post. Listen, Frank Wright did all the talking when it came to post-game conferences and all that stuff. So, listen, I agree with your takes, man. It comes down to, does Carson want to be here? And what's the real truth? Shout out to Andrea, who said the same thing. You know, Wentz has talent to be in the top 10 to 7 quarterbacks in the NFL. Like talents like him don't just wash up in the season. If the man leaves, he will show how much we really screwed up this situation. And I agree. I think we screwed up the situation by doing things that definitely hurt him. But at the end of the day, Carson still is a grown man, and he has to get it done. I make excuses for quarterbacks when I see them. It's not really excuses, it's context. If the team was legit and he stinks, it's a different thing. But we got rid of the coaching staff, and we're going to get rid of a lot of players for a reason. Maybe Carson Wentz is one of them players we get rid of. But he and the team was bad. So again, you put talented quarterbacks in the Eagles situation with Howie Roseman, Doug Peterson, that team that played in 2020, and you make a Aaron Rodgers might look bad. You make a Patrick Mahomes maybe look bad. You make these quarterbacks look bad. But here's a different thing. Looking bad or not looking as good and looking horrible are two different things. And that's why I say Carson has to own some of this, because I watched like this, but I watched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through. We got a couple more people before we end this. We're going at 2 hours and 10 minutes. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
All right, it was nice finally talking to you, man.
Hey, shout out to you, Papa Sora. Peace. Hey, listen, we only going to do this for a little bit longer. I'm going to get everybody who's backstage in real quick. I'm going to take down the pin link, but I think it was Pedro. Pedro asked, how do I call in? There is a link that is pinned at the top of the chat. If you click that link, follow the directions, and you can come in. If you want to keep your your camera on, you can keep your camera on. If you want to just listen, if you don't want to let people see you because you're shy and you want to only do it with the microphone, you can do that too. You can see, as the last person who was talking, it didn't show his picture. You can do picture or not. If you want to get in, click the link now, because I am taking the link down. I'm taking it down. So definitely get in now while you can. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you want to speak your mind on the video, camera or no camera, click the link. Shout out to my guy. We about to bring Ish Fly Eagles Fly, or Ish Fly Eagles. What's going on with you?
Hey, what up, brother? How you been doing, man?
Hey, I'm hanging in there. We 2 hours and 10 minutes in, and I'm just trying to hear what the people think when it comes to the Eagles drama. Go ahead. Let me know. Speak your mind.
Listen, how you gonna say Carson? I agree 100% with you. He sucked last year. He never took, blame for it. That's the number one. Number two, my thinking is, ever since we lost Michael Jenkins, that leadership in the locker room went downhill. Okay? I mean, now you got Michael Jenkins saying that they're babying Carson Wentz, which is a fact. My thing is, you move heaven and earth to get this guy, trade all these picks to get him, and then he took you almost to the Super Bowl. Almost did. But they say that Nick Foles did. But people forget it was because of him and, Los Angeles throwing that touchdown with a broken ACL. Him getting traded, not a good idea. The fact that you got a coach that is not think right. It's like this. You're going to go buy a pair of Jordans. You see cheap ones. They're fake. You get the fake ones. I mean, they said this coach is good. He was, what's his name? Andrew Luck did good under him. I give it up. But at the same time, I don't believe in Jalen Hurts. To me, he looks like Lamar Jackson. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Boy can run. But you got to understand, our division sucks. Okay? When we go against any other team, they'll, we got a lot of, copycat. People look at film, they know how to block him in. Look what they did with Lamar Jackson. Everybody's saying, well, Donovan McNabb didn't have no wide receivers. But people forget, we always had a top 3 defense. When Donovan McNabb was, we always had a top 3 defense.
I hear you. Listen, here's my take. My take on Jalen Hurts is that, look, I think he's already a better passer than Lamar. I think Lamar took big steps from year 1 to 2. I saw Jalen throw some dots. I think he needs to work on reading the defense, but actually as a passer, I think he's talented. I I think him reading the defense and waiting for the play to come through needs to be worked on. Like he goes to his first read. If it's not there, he runs. But I mean, look, I don't know if we're gonna have to plan our season with Jalen Hurts or we're gonna have to plan it with Carson Wentz. I just want some more clarity at this point. You know what I'm saying? But so you think Carson Wentz will be here in 2021?
Yeah. Personally, for what I see, I think he's gonna stay. And after that, I mean, we'll see how this season goes. If Nick Sirianni have to change him, hey, maybe it was Doug Pearson. Maybe it wasn't his play calling. Maybe it was all that.
Hey, good points. We're about to see. Shout out to you, my guy. I got to get these couple people in before I get off. Shout out to you, Ish Fly Eagles Fly. Appreciate you for hanging in there. And like you said, good takes. We're definitely going to see what's going to go on in 2021.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
be safe, man.
I don't know if he's going to be here though. We'll see. Shout out to you though.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Hey, shout out to Andrea. Sorry, I'm horrible with names. Hey, come through with the call-in if you want to real quick. But here we go. We got my guy, Jeremiah Butler. What's going on with you?
What's good, my G? What's good, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear it's a little low and a little echoey, but I can hear you, my guy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, you just went out, though. I did hear him. Real quick, before we get in, the key should have been his. Doug was a blank play caller. The offensive line stunk. They drafted a bum in the second round. Carson should have been coming. Hey, shout out to you with the energy. But here we go. Look, we got Eagles body bag. Eagles from New Jersey. Dave 10 Eagles. Philly sports fan Gavin and Jeremiah Butler. And that's it. We're going to run through these quick. Jeremiah Butler's back in. Go ahead, Jeremiah. Let me know. Speak your mind. What's going on with Carson?
Can you hear me, man?
Yeah. How do you feel about this Carson situation?
Man, I want to get this off my chest, my dude, because this goes up to all the Eagles fans, man. And I know the Eagles fans are split right now with this Carson thing. My thing is silence is what it is. It's silence. You can speculate all you want. We don't know anything but speculation. And speculation and rumors. No one has talked to Carson or his representation. If that was the case, they would have said so. So my thing is, we don't know anything but that he's silent. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean? We can speculate that maybe he's thinking, hey, the Eagles fans are against me, the media is against me. Maybe I'm just going to put my head down. I know I had a year. I'm just going to put my head down and get to work and prove everybody wrong. My thing with Carson has been, since 17, I've always had high hopes for Carson to be that elite, at least top 5 quarterback in this league. And I still think he can do that. Whether he does it or not is still speculation. We don't know. That's yet to be determined. My thing is, I had a list of things that we do know. Okay, he's had injuries throughout his career since after 16. He's led the team to 11-2, setting us up for the playoffs, in which we won a Super Bowl. He had a special built during his tenure, not of Carson, of his backup. He had the media and the fans are against him, at least as of late. He's been an MVP candidate, and in my opinion, the MVP for that year. He had a bad 2020 season. After 16, he had no more than 7 picks each year, except for 2020. No elite weapons, a goofy front office, and the roster has been riddled with injuries since 17 and on. Now, the things that we don't know, the things that are rumors and speculations, is that he's a bad teammate. That's the speculation. He's uncoachable. Speculation.
Let me ask you this though, Jeremiah. Wouldn't you be happy, even if he didn't come out and talk to the media? Wouldn't you have been happy for if he tweeted and said, "Philly, I'll be back stronger than ever in 2021" or something like that?
Yeah. Now this is my thing, Mike. to those that would want to see Carson back, I think that would do us good.
And so, and that's the
Not
thing. Are you?
everybody wants to see him back.
And that's the thing. You're not worried that he's just quiet. It could be quiet for the good. But my thing is like, bro, you played in Philly for 5 years. You heard the boos, you heard the cheers, you know how we operate, bro. When issues are out there, we want to see what our franchise quarterback is saying. Bro, he was right there with the George Floyd situation. Black Lives Matter. I loved it. He's right there with Ronnie McLeod being a candidate for the Walter Payton thing. I love it. Bro, all you got to do is say, Philly, I will be back stronger than ever. Like, I understand the media has been throwing your name through the mud. Don't talk to the guys. That's cool. But the dude got Twitter. Why not let the people who support him, who love him, just say it? Bro, you want to spend time with your daughter. You don't want to be doing interviews. Cool. Bro, I got kids. But just say, Philly, we will be back stronger than ever in 2021. How hard is that?
Bro, that's a great point. I just think my thing with that is with the way I see the media going and even some fans, I feel like for some of them, I'm not saying like me or you that support the dude, that might be taking a whole nother direction in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it would or wouldn't be. I just, again, that's speculation in and of itself. I just, my thing is, we don't know. And at this point, I'm like, if he doesn't want to be here, let's at least get, if we can get a first for him. Otherwise, it's pointless to trade him.
Hey, I agree with you. Hey, I agree with you there. Like, if we're gonna trade him, we gotta try to get something back. Listen, I do believe in the talent of Carson Wentz. I just don't know if we can. I don't know if it's fixed. I don't know if it's fixable with him being here. But hey, Jeremiah, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate all the support you do for BBP and the Philly Talk podcast. We will be definitely doing more call-ins. I got to get these couple people in here. We going 2 hours and 22 minutes. Your boy's been talking for too long. I don't got BBP here to keep me right. Shout out to you guys, though. Appreciate you for coming through, Jeremiah Butler.
Keep it up, bro.
You already know. Peace. All right, listen. We've been going for 2 hours and 22 minutes. I took the pin link down. Andrea, shout out to you. Listen, if your man comes through, if your man is in the crib, let me know. I'll let him on, let him talk some facts. However, if he's not home right now, we will be doing another live call-in in a week or two. Turn post notifications on, and when I go live, send your guy through and let him talk it up, Philadelphia Eagle style. Shout out to you guys. We're going to get my next guy on here. Again, we're going to try to go quicker with these. Let's bring on my guy, Eagles from New Jersey. What's going on with you?
It was good, Philly Mike. How you been, bro?
Hey, sorry for the long wait. Like I said, everybody backstage, sorry for the long wait. We just, it's wild. It's wild. But go ahead, speak your mind. What's going on with number 11?
What's going on right now? I think the media is trying to make a story. Honestly, I don't think he wants out because we haven't heard a word from him. We just hear speculation, and then now with the two teams in the front running, like it's all speculation. Like we don't know what's for real or not. In my personal opinion, I think Carson hasn't said if he wants to stay or leave. He's just trying to not even talking about football right now.
I hear that. But like you said, you heard me in the background. You don't think a nice little tweet saying, Philly, I'm ready to get back busy in 2021 would go a long way with all these rumors, all this speculation. And if it's really speculation and not fire where there's smoke, why not clear the air with one baby tweet? You don't have to leave the family. You don't have to do nothing.
I don't know, man. It's just maybe Carson's not the social media dude. I kind of get that vibe from him, but I don't know him personally. None of us know him personally like that. So.
True.
But in my opinion, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. But he did come out with a congratulations, Ronnie McCloud, for the Walter Payton. I don't know if he won an award or he's a contestant in running for the award, but man, I don't know. But let me ask you this though: do you forget what we think and what we don't know? Do you, if you had to guess, if somebody said, guess this answer, and if you're right, I'll give you $100. Carson Wentz, will he be on the Eagles in 2021? Your best guess.
My best guess, is he will be, because we're asking for a lot, and I don't know what team's gonna be willing to give up multiple first-round picks and a defensive starter. If that's what Howie Roseman wants in the trade.
So you think because of what we're asking for, we're not going to be able to get that haul, and in the end, we're going to take the calls, not trade him, and he will be here on 2021.
Yeah, we might just be taking calls. He might not even be like ready to trade. He might just be listening. There's nothing wrong with listening to a couple calls.
Exactly, right. But listen, once it's put out there by the public that you're listening to calls, that can make a guy like Carson Wentz say, they don't really want me. You know what I mean?
I think if we let Carson go, it would be one of the biggest mistakes in franchise history. Because I feel if we trade him, no matter what haul we get, he's going to go and play worth more than whatever we got. He's going to be a great quarterback, like a top 10, top 7 quarterback. And we're going to be like, wish we had him on this roster, but we did. We just took him out.
Yeah, that would be Philly. That would be something if we're watching Carson Wentz in playoffs or while we're sitting at home. You know, that would definitely be a sour taste. Look, I believe in the talent. I'm just not sure. I believe in the talent, but I'm just not sure if we can get it to where we need it to be.
I feel you on that.
Being a talented player and being right up here in the membrane mentally is two totally different things. And here's my take. I would love to see if this new coaching staff can fix him mentally, but I don't know if I'm really willing to waste a whole year to see it. That's just I don't know. Just it's a big unknown factor. But shout out to my guy Eagles from New Jersey. Appreciate you for being an Eagles fan and not a Jets or Giants fan. Forget them. You know what I mean?
Oh hell no. Oh,
He's like, heck no.
Oh, I got one more thing to say before I hop off this call.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this because I know all of us are Eagles fans here, or some of y'all Dallas fans hiding within the comments. But as an Eagles fan base, I realize our fan base is a little toxic, if you know what I'm saying.
True.
I don't know if you agree with me, but I think it's a little toxic. Like, we switch up on a player so fast. Like, don't y'all remember what Carson did in 2019? I know it's like, what can you do for me now? But let's not act like Doug Peterson was the worst play call that we might have ever seen in our lives.
Nah, he wasn't. I think he actually was decent in situations. I just think his situational play calling got away from him. That's what I believe.
Facts, but our fan base is a little toxic, and why? And I would understand why Carson would want out if he wants to be gone. Because as a fan base, we're never fully behind him. Like, if he makes one little mistake, we're ready to call out for his head. But y'all got to understand, quarterbacks have bad years. Rivers, Breeze, Manning. They all had bad years. I'm not comparing him to Hall of Fame quarterbacks, but they all had bad years. You got to give him at least one more chance. Everybody deserves a second chance. But what if he does with that chance? It's up to him.
Facts. That's big facts. But hey, I agree. The Eagles fan base as a whole, and I'm not just talking about you. I'm not talking about people in the chat because everybody's different. But listen, we only got 115 people in here watching. We had 160 for most of the time. We had 200 at the most, but these are only 200 Eagle fans. When you look at the Eagle Nation, it's a million of people, and most of us like to give it hard to players, but that's what the city of Philadelphia is. It's blue collared, it's tough love, it's underdog, it's rocky, and we thrive off that. But I do understand the fact that, you know, we let players have it a little more than what they should. And here's a perfect example. Nelson Aguilar, good in the Super Bowl run, horrible after. And we asked him to be an outside receiver because Deshaun and Alshon weren't there. He struggled. We got into his head. He deleted his social media. He couldn't perform because of us. and then he goes to the Raiders and he has his best season.
Right. It's all about knowing what the strengths. Nelson Aguilar is a slot receiver. He will never be an outside
Correct.
receiver 1 or receiver 2. In my opinion, did I want him here? No, I didn't trust his hands. He was a slot receiver.
Yeah.
And that Super Bowl year, he was a slot receiver. Carson is a quarterback. He's a mobile quarterback, but he's not just a pocket passer. He's not a Manning or a Breeze where he can't move. He has no legs. Roll him out the pocket so you can get him and his confidence to keep him in the pocket and make throws.
That's true. I agree. The next coach got to definitely play to these guys' strengths. But hey, shout out to you, Eagles from New Jersey. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people. We got Eagles, Body Bag, Dave 10 Eagles, Gavin, the Philly sports fan, and Andrea's husband. Shout out to him for coming through. We're going to run through you guys real quick. Pause. And shout out to everybody in chat. If you haven't smashed that like button, smash the like button.
Please go smash that like button for Philly Mike, man.
Hey, love hearing from you, Eagles from New Jersey.
All right, man.
Be easy, my guy. All right, we're going to run through these. We got 4 or 5 more people left. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Here we go. Eagles Body Bag. I know he got a lot to say. Let's go.
Oh, what's going on, man? What's going on?
What's going on, my guy? I know you got a lot to say.
Listen, I was going to ask you, can females be GMs?
I mean, anything is possible, but we haven't seen one yet.
So, Andre, is that somebody do? Because if that was her talking all of that, give her a thumbs up, and she deserves to get a podcast because she said everything that I was going to say. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this fan base is very toxic, very toxic. If you don't know the history of this organization, of the multiple bullshit that we went through, whether it's the quarterback, whether it's the running back's not good, the wide receiver's not good, the defense ain't good. And if you don't know any history from like past time, then you shouldn't watch no more games, man. And I know Carson Wentz had a bad year, but this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Oh yeah, and he is gonna get traded too. We don't just put nobody on the trading block, and someone being put on the trading block, he's gonna get traded. I already know it, man.
All right.
I think he's Hurts is not the guy, man. I mean, I just feel as though as a fan base, we didn't know we was gonna get a quarterback in that draft, and I just feel as though that we should that as a fan base, we should have known we was gonna get in the draft. Maybe you would have had a mock draft out. You would have had your mock draft on which quarterback was going to come out in that on the 2020. No one knew that we was going to get Jalen Hurts, but that's not fair to us. So now you got a half fan base that loves Carson and a fan base that doesn't. Why should I come out and say anything if y'all don't even love me? Yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think he went in the offseason. So you know what? I'm gonna let my fans decide. He went home, and you know what? He's not a social media dude, but you know what? He took the time out, got on YouTube, sat back with his wife, little baby too, and pull up Nitro Freak channel. Was a 1,000, 2,000 fans on Nitro Freak dissing me. Why should I talk to the fans for what? Now you know what's going to happen. He's going to leave. And he's going to have one of those one of the reporters is going to ask him written. I promise you, he's going to let it all out. He's going to tell the truth. He's going to let the fan base know what happened behind closed doors. And you're not going to like it.
Yeah, look, let me just say that. He said he sat back and watched Nitro Freak's video. Listen, look, let me just say this. Eagle fans have listen. It's in the city of Philadelphia. We love and hate. There's no in between. It's not like, you know what, we're just okay. We either super love you or super hate you. And I do agree. Carson Wentz has got criticism for things that were beyond his control. I do blame a lot on everything else on the Eagles, but you do got to look in the mirror at one point and say, look, I can't be thrown in a double coverage. I can't be doing this.
I understand all of that. This is football. Matthew Stafford been on the Lions for what, 10, 11 years? right? Am I right?
Something like that.
He's something like that, right? He is trash.
No,
But
he's good.
Oh, he's good, but he's been on the Lions for 10, 11 years, though, right? But he's good.
Hold on. What team he's been on? What team he's been on?
Lions. Detroit.
Barry Sanders, great running back, retires early because the Lions organization is bad. Calvin Johnson, one of the best receivers ever, retires early because the Lions organization is bad.
Times. You know, Matthew Stafford got hurt multiple times too.
Couple.
But it's just different. He's not. Carson ain't no Jay Cutler.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just talking about like the fan base and a lot of media. They're talking this, especially Max.
Let me ask you a couple questions. Eagles body bag. Was Carson Wentz good in 2020?
No, he was horrible. But I can't. Like, I don't think it was just him either. If you want to be honest, the whole squad.
I agree, but here's my thing. At the end of the day, because of the contract that was given to him, let me ask you. So you think he's getting traded, right? You think he's getting traded? You think you don't think he's going to be here in 2021 at all, right?
Yeah, we already got 2 teams that's interested. Howie and nobody making calls. I think he's gone. You got Hurts already doing little contributions on TV, showing his face.
Kissing babies, my man.
And then listen, no offense to the kids that are younger than me, bro. The kids that are younger than me that are Eagles fans. They're gonna ride with Hurts because this is, you know what I mean? They haven't seen, the McNabbs and that era or the Michael Vick. So they're gonna roll with this. And I understand, but for the older guy, for the older people, for the older fans, y'all know better. And y'all are willing to throw everything away. Give what? How long? I want another ring. I want a ring. I want to go back. Do y'all really? I'm asking y'all as a fan base. Did y'all say, yo, we went into 2020 and got Jalen Hurts. We're confident in hell that this is the guy that's going to take us.
Listen, let me say this. That pick was dumb. That pick was still bad. Even if Jalen Hurts has a successful career with the Eagles, if he's a starting quarterback, it still was a dumb pick at the time because you as an organization were the one who came up with this contract. If you give a guy the money to be the guy, and then before the money kicks in, you second guess him, that is a bad organization.
Go ahead.
Now, I will say this. The pick was dumb, but it still might help us. Look, at the end of the day, I believe in the talent of Carson Wentz, but I don't know if he's ready to compete. I don't know if he can still play in Philly because of everything that transpired.
Okay, so what are we doing as fans? What do we want? Do we want to go to the playoffs, go to the bowl? Like, how long do you like? This is why I don't want to do this trick. This is why I don't want to get rid of this quarterback because I don't want to have to keep going back to quarterbacks, and we need a dynasty. We have no franchise.
Yeah, let me say this: Eagles body bag. Look, if you look at how the Eagles roster is constructed, if you look at the pick, the reset and coaching, pretty much we're setting ourselves up to be a rebuild. Meaning, we might have the tools to be a quick rebuild. We might not be like the Bills or the Raiders or the Browns where we built for 20 years or 10 years, but we are going to be a rebuild mode for year 1 and year 2 under Nick Sirianni. If we get to the playoffs in that process, cool. But we're not coming into 2020 with the mindset of, I mean, everybody want to win the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, but let's be honest. We are going to get rid of a lot of people to restart this cap situation. So we are going to have to go through some bumps and grinds. Here's the thing. This is another mindset. If the Eagles organization believes they're not going to really compete for 3 years, I'm saying we're going to try every Sunday. We're going to play.
Okay, but we have Carson is already will be year 6. I mean, like, I understand this was a bad year, but you got to understand this quarterback already knows our system. Now, you say, with the situation going on, we're not expecting to go into the next year going straight. But with Carson, it's a strong possibility.
Oh, yeah, listen.
Jalen Hurts, no, because he is a rookie. And if he does bet, we got to give him 2 years or 3 years. That's all I'm saying. Now,
I agree there, but listen, we don't got the contracts now where we're like we have to win now because people are leaving. People are leaving this year is what I'm saying. So we're about to get contracts in here that will show what we can do in the foreseeable future. But listen, I got a couple people I got to get in here. Like I said, look, I'm gonna get you on. I'm gonna get you on a channel member thing. We're gonna do one probably very soon. I'm gonna get my guy Vic 3 and a bunch of people who actually support the channel a lot, and we're gonna go ahead and
I hit Fresh up on the Instagram, so he got my Instagram. So just hit him up. You know what I mean? He'll shoot me on Instagram. We can all get up on there, man. I just want to let you know, we do get rid of Wentz, and we do get those 2 picks from Chicago. I'm saying, if y'all so confident in Jalen Hurts is going to be helped, and that means the defense need to be lit. I'm going in there with them 2 picks. I'm gonna get Sultan and Caleb. Talk about it. 2 points.
Hot take. Shout out to my guy. I'll catch you on the next one.
All right, bro.
Peace. All right, we're gonna try to go through these quicker, but real quick, we got my guy Dave 10 Eagle. Then we got Andrea husband, and then we got finishing lastly with the Philly sports fan. So we're gonna go Dave 10 Eagle, Andrea's husband, and then we're gonna go Philly sports fan. Let's go, Dave 10 Eagle. What's going on with you? Yo. Dave 10 Eagle, you there, my guy?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm hanging in there. Shout out to you for hanging back there. Like I said, we got 2 people after Dave 10 Eagle. Hold on, don't leave. Oh, Dave 10 Eagle got kicked out. Shout out to my bad, him. Here we go. We're gonna go Andrea's husband, and if he comes back, we'll get him. What's going on, Andrea's husband? Yo, you there?
What's good, Philly? People thought I had a hot. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah,
What's going on with you? Go ahead, speak your mind.
Not much. I see a lot of people thought I had a hot take. I know a lot of people thought I had a hot take. I just really am pissed at our team, our organization, because 100% believe that Carson's going to be gone, and it sucks. I do not believe that Jalen was proven in college, and you're going to give him the keys to our team. I mean, I just feel until we can get a competent quarterback, because Wentz is going to be gone, and it's just sad because the man could have been our franchise quarterback.
I will agree that he wasn't showing so much in Alabama, but he did actually have a pretty darn good season in Oklahoma, finishing second to the Heisman. Here's the thing. I believe in the talent when it comes to Carson Wentz 100%.
Yeah,
I do.
I agree with you, Philly.
But I just think that there's definitely a disconnect.
I just think Doug.
Go ahead.
I just think Doug shouldn't have been the play caller last year. Howie shouldn't have drafted Jalen. I think this season would have went a lot different. And I mean, no one really cares about what could have been, but I really feel like Howie should have lost his job. Doug definitely should have lost his job. And this whole new group they have in there this year, if they would have, but it sucks that he really is that far gone.
Yeah, look, I agree. Listen, Carson Wentz was not the only problem in 2020. He was one of the problems, but not the only. Now, the game of football is wired that if a problem occurs,
oh no,
it can make other people become the problem. So Carson Wentz, I'm saying, with a better supporting cast, could have maybe not been the problem, but he was part of the problem. Doug play calling was bad. The O-line was bad. The receivers weren't good. But Carson Wentz, when a clean pocket, when the receivers were running good routes, he was off his game as well. What I'm trying to say is this: Carson Wentz has to look in the mirror before Carson Wentz ever plays a good game of football for the Eagles or for another team. He has to look at himself, because at the end of the day, where there's smoke, there's fire. And you heard a couple reports come out, and maybe you can push them to the wayside. But after multiple reports come out with the same thing, you got to start looking at yourself. Look, if I was married and I get a divorce and I say it was all this woman, then I get married again and I get another divorce, it was all her. If you keep getting divorced, you got to start looking at yourself in the mirror like, man, maybe I'm part of the problem. I got to correct my own mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And so being quiet, the unsuccessful season he had in 2020 is all
agree with you, Philly.
Go ahead.
I agree with you, Philly. And that is the one thing I can say right now about Carson, and that's disappointing me about Carson, is that he hasn't spoken or even tried to let the fan base know he was part of the problem. I agree. The season was terrible all around. Carson was terrible. But I just don't believe that a talent like that could just disappear. And I mean, it just sucks. And like, that's what Carson's got to do. Wherever he goes, that's what Carson's got to do.
Hey, I agree. And like I said, if he's a starting quarterback for the 2021 Eagles, I do believe that with the right coaching staff, utilizing the run game, going to Carson Wentz's strengths, including the offensive line and the wide receivers, I do believe he could be successful. So I am not advocating we got to trade him, but I'm also not saying we can't trade him, because at the end of the day, you don't trade him this year, you're taking a big hit. We might lose $33 million in dead money for 1 year, because you got Jalen Hurts only making $4 million, whether he's the guy or not, you're going to be able to be okay. It's like paying a quarterback $37 million for 1 year. That's it. But then it's off. But if we hold him this year, he's going to get this money. He's going to get more money for next year. And if he's not going to change, then we have a big problem. And also, the organization made it look like we're in total rebuild. When you have a franchise quarterback, you're not supposed to rebuild. You're not supposed to rebuild. You're supposed to be good. You're supposed to be going for the Super Bowl. And I don't know if we're at that place right now, and it's all worrisome. I do believe Carson Wentz will be successful wherever he goes. If he stays with the Eagles, I'm going to root for him. I'm a big supporter of Wentz. I'm going to support whoever's the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. And shout out to Gate City. He compared Carson Wentz's rookie stats to Jalen Hurts. And as he said at the end of the video, I watched the video and I saw the comments. People were saying you can't compare Jalen Hurts because he only had 4 games. If you continue the video, he says that. A 4-game sample size is not enough to figure out anybody in any position, let alone the complexity as a starting quarterback. So we don't know if Jalen Hurts is going to be successful or bad. What I do know about Jalen Hurts is this. He has to get better at seeing the field, but he is decisive. He is mobile, and he made some good decisions being thrown in the same ugly fire that Carson Wentz was in. That's all I can say. And if you look at his record overall, 1-3.
Yeah, I think it's Carson's mental game.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's Carson's mental game. And that's all. Wherever he goes, it's going to have to change regardless. And I'm a diehard Philly fan. I've been all my life. So I agree with you saying, like, it's better for the team to ship him. I believe he's going to get shipped. I think his time in Philly's done. And I will support whoever is the quarterback. I just don't believe, and I guess it's 4 games that I watched, and I watched him in college. I just don't believe he's the man that could take us to any heights. And I mean, he's got to develop. So if he develops to be that guy, I could be wrong. I just believe that we screwed up. wherever Carson goes, especially if he goes to the Colts or something, we will regret it. We will regret putting him in this situation and losing a man that has proven to be an almost MVP. Get him gone. Have Hurts. That'll open up some money next season. So hopefully he develops. We get some talent, and he proves me wrong because that's all I want. I don't believe it, but if Hurts can prove me wrong, it'll make me happy.
Hey, shout out to you. I agree. And real quick, shout out to your girlfriend or your wife for coming in the chat and being a diehard Eagle fan too. It's always good to grab that. You know what I mean? My wife is an Eagle fan.
Oh,
she
she
got no
is.
choice. You know what I mean, you got no choice. But shout out to you for her coming through, putting you on here. I love your take. Appreciate you. Definitely catch you on the next one.
Thank you, Philly.
Be easy, my guy. All right. We got Dave 10 Eagle. We lost him, but he's back. What's going on, Dave 10?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, go ahead. Let me know how you feel. Speak your mind. We got 2 people left, and then we about to be out. But go ahead. How do you feel about the whole Carson Wentz drama?
I think he's gone because I think he's tired of the organization not supporting him ever since he's been here. And yeah, I just think that it's best for us to let him go.
Do you believe that he will go somewhere and be successful somewhere else?
Yes.
You just don't think it's going to work no more in Philly?
No more in Philly. I just believe that we really never supported him like we should have. We never gave him a go-to wide receiver. We never gave him a defense. Well, besides 2017. And we drafted a quarterback, and then we're going to put a statue of a quarterback in the stadium. So, and I just don't believe the rhetoric of that he's mentally weak. I wouldn't say he's mentally weak. I just say he's mentally tired.
Yeah. And listen, it's definitely an element playing in Philly is different. I'm not saying that other cities don't go as crazy or hard as Eagle fans, but at the end of the day, playing in Philly, you have to have a different mindset. You have to be prepared. You have to be on your game. You have to be able to accept criticism. Like, look, I got a YouTube channel. I get disliked. Almost every video got a couple people hitting the dislike button. I got people in the comment section saying, you know, God knows what. But at the end of the day, it doesn't deter me from doing what I need to do. It doesn't stop me. And that's where Carson Wentz has to look himself in the mirror and be able to handle that and come out. And I would just love to hear him say something. Like I said to everybody, I've been saying this all through this 3 hour. Hey, we got 8 minutes and we're at 3 hours. Oh my goodness. But anyways, I said he don't have to talk to the media. He don't have to do all that. But a quick tweet would go a long way for Philly. You know what I mean? A quick tweet will go a long way for letting us know that he want to play for the Eagles and not us speculating what is going on.
Yeah, to me, I don't have a problem with him not speaking. I think that's probably just how he's handling the situation, because we know people handle situations differently. But that's just probably the way that he's handled it is probably the way he knows how to handle it, just not to speak. And I think there's a difference between a fan base that's not behind you and the organization that's not behind you with their actions.
Correct. That's true. That's definitely true. So let me ask you this. You said that you think that Carson Wentz is going to be gone. You said you think he's going to be successful somewhere else. Do you think Jalen Hurts will be successful for the Eagles before I let you go?
I can't answer that because I didn't have enough sample size. So I really can't answer it.
Hey, I agree. For people who swear by him and people who hate him, I say how? It was too small of a sample size. But gut feeling, again, this is not a take that you say this take now. I'm going to be like, you know what? Dave 10 Eagle, remember in 2020 and 2021 on my podcast, you told me this. I'm not going to hold your feet to the fire, but gut feeling, is Jalen Hurts a guy that you think can succeed for the Eagles?
Uh,
He's like, damn it.
I think it's kind of 50-50. I think he can, but I think he can't because I just don't see. I don't think he has enough arm talent to be able to, um, make up for the deficiencies, or if we ever need him to step up.
Hey, like I said, it's too early to really tell, but I appreciate you for being honest and giving your take. Shout out to my guy. You've been in the background for a minute. I appreciate you for coming through. Like I said, I always say we're going to go quicker. We'll eventually start getting to being quicker, but shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through.
All right, you have a good one.
You too. All right. We are 5 minutes away from 3 hours. I am tired. I had to drink a beer while doing this because it's just so crazy. But at the end of the day, we're going to get the last guy on here, the Philly sports fan. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Speak your mind, my guy. What's going on
What's up,
with you?
Philly Mike? How you doing?
We hanging in there.
So, it's crazy with all this Carson Wentz talk. Like, yeah, obviously, he struggled bad this year, and I liked what I saw from Jalen Hurts. I am a Carson Wentz fan, but I did say that, like, if Carson Wentz doesn't improve, obviously, I think Jalen Hurts is the future. But I'm not hoping for that. I'm hoping Wentz can stay in Philly, and he can be our future quarterback. But I heard a rumor today that Nick Foles could come back, and I'm not against Nick Foles coming back. I just want him to stay in Philly. And if he, who knows what will happen if he does come. I mean, I'm not saying I want Wentz to go, but Foles could be, the quarterback that comes in and helps us again. But I want him to stay in Philly if he does. But, I don't want to see Wentz go. If he does go, I think he goes to the Colts. But, it's crazy. What are your thoughts on it?
Man, I kind of agree. I think it's really crazy. Let me ask you this real quick though. So you don't want to see Carson go, but you think he's gonna go?
Unfortunately, it's from all the reports I've been seeing. It looks like he's going to get nothing saying that he's going to stay in Philly.
Let me ask you a couple questions. What do you think we're gonna get for Carson?
See, that's what I don't know. I think we would have to give up. Maybe hopefully get some first round picks. We might have to give up a future first round pick. I don't know. It could just be picks, but we just have to wait and see.
I agree. Let me ask you this. So say Carson Wentz is gone. Do you believe Jalen Hurts will be successful as the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles?
I feel like it's too early to say that.
I agree. Listen, I like you being real because I don't believe anybody can look at Jalen Hurts in 4 games and say ill or saying, man, he's going to be a Pro Bowler.
I mean, yes, I liked what he did, but it's 4 games is not enough.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a small sample size. I think he got tools to be good. I just don't know exactly where we're going to be. But hey, shout out to you. And you got a YouTube channel, right?
I do. I have TikTok at Philly Sports, and I have a YouTube channel as well.
Let everybody know where they can find you on YouTube.
The Philly Sports Fan, just like it is on screen.
The Philly Sports Fan with a PH instead of a F. Shout out to you, my guy, for waiting patiently. Shout out to everybody in the chat who's been rocking with me. We went up to 200, all the way down to $112, but we are 3 hours in. Like I said, man, oh man. And this all started with me saying I was going to just do a video on it. I would have spent 15 minutes making a video, 20 minutes editing it, and I'd have been done. But instead, I got on here with you guys for 3 hours. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Philly Sports Fan. Definitely go check out his channel. Watch a video. If you like it, you know what to do. Hit that button. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, what are you waiting for? The like button is free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. And I'm speaking about the like button, unlike Carson Wentz speaking about his future. Shout out to you, Philly Sports Fan. Before y'all let you go, let me ask you this one last thing. Would you trade Carson Wentz for anything less than a first round?
No, I wouldn't.
All right. There we go. We got it. Shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you. Go Birds.
All day. Let's go. We back. We went through the mountaintop of people calling in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm going to talk to you guys for a little bit before I get going. Salute to everybody. Y'all the realest. Konak Yang said they never draft the player y'all want. Stop. Exactly. If you want, you know what the Eagles got to do? We got to be asking for punters. We got to be asking for defensive tackles. We got to be asking for defensive ends. If we ask for the defensive ends, the punters, the tackles, we'll get a receiver or a cornerback or a linebacker. But if we don't ask for it, it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, normally I try to, when we do a normal live stream that I'm not having to call in, I answer all your questions. I definitely click on each and every one as much as I can, and I get to every single person's comment and I talk about it. But when you do the call-ins, it's hard to do that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see. Are we over 200 likes? Let's see. Hopefully we got this over 200 likes. I definitely appreciate y'all 100, but we should be close. Let's go. Let's see. We at 167 likes. My God. If you haven't done it and you're still here, smash the like button on the way out. Let's see if we can get this to 200. Let's see if we can get this to 200. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, TG Dark said Wentz is worth a third-round pick and a crappy DB. Thomas Jones says Pitts. Ryan Rose says, I think Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith will be available at 6. Jeremiah Butler says, LOL, something we agree on. Eric R., what's going on there? The people who are just joining this, we about to head up out of here. But if you are just joining, smash the like button for your boy. It goes a long way. Let's see what happened. We had 167. And we got $175. So y'all definitely clicking and fighting away for the thing. Let's go. We in the 9th round. Can we get to 200 before we get off here? If you haven't done it, you know what to do. Micah Parson is cold. Shout out to you. Philly Bread said, hit that like button for Mike. He's been on here for 3 hours. We on here for 3 hours and 1 minute. Listen, I appreciate the $175 likes, but can we get it to 200? We about to be out of here. I will be dropping a video early in the morning tomorrow. I will talk about something that's very interesting when it comes to the Eagles. I'll be dropping that tomorrow morning, and I also will be giving my take on the Super Bowl. Listen, if you haven't hit the notification bell, it's right by the subscribe button. I want you guys to join when I just start. You know what I mean? I want you guys to join when I just start. The notification bell will let you know when I drop content, go live. Appreciate you guys. My guy, Jeremiah Butler with the 3. I repeat, $3.99 super chat. He said, dope stream, my guy. You already know. It's all Philly all day. Let's stay strong. Look, at the end of the day, we're in a sticky and crappy situation, but we will find a way out. I don't know if Howie's going to help us, but some way, somehow, we will find a way out. JD said Wentz got traded. No, he didn't. He didn't get traded. That would be all over everywhere. You're making me look, to be honest, though, but he definitely didn't get traded. Nah. Hold up, though. Adam Schefter just gave a report. 1 minute ago, Adam Schefter tweeted, Eagles are expected to trade Carson Wentz in the coming days in what would be the NFL, what will be the latest blockbuster quarterback deal to rock the NFL. Sources tell more to Port and me the most patient questions now become what and when for what, but it could happen as early as this week. Wow. 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 Listen, Adam Schefter just tweeted, and this wasn't speculation. Adam Schefter just says Eagles are expected to trade Carson Wentz in the coming days, in what would be the latest blockbuster quarterback deal to rock the NFL. Sources told us that the most persistent question now becomes where and what for. I mean, it's still some more speculation, but Adam Schefter is saying he's going to get traded. Adam Schefter said he's going to get traded. My God. My God. We at 185 likes. Shout out to you guys. Y'all the realest of the real. Woo! Adam Schefter coming out with that banger. Adam Schefter said it's now 100% likely. I just don't want him to get traded while I'm at work. You know what I mean? He gets traded while I'm at work. I can't come on and give you all the good stuff until I get out. Vic 3 said it's how we spreading rumors. Hey, but listen, Adam Schefter said, I mean, Ian Rappaport said on that 97 Fanatic or whatever, he said, I think he's going to get traded. Now he's coming out with the report that Carson Wentz will get traded in the upcoming days. Bruh, haven't y'all realized every Sunday/weekend they drop some news? Hey, I hear you, my guy. Infamous Paco said you better stream from your phone, right? We at work here. Let's get it. We about to talk about it. Look, though, for real, though, we got 190 likes. We need 10 more. Can we count it down? Can we get the 10 likes to get to 200? I'm tired. It's like a GoFundMe with the like button. You know what I mean? Hit the like button so we can get up out of here. Got the whole job listening. Hey, shout out to you, Eric D. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Like I said, we do call-ins. We do regular podcast episodes. Hit the notification bell along with the like button. He said, yo, man, you're awesome. Let's get it, everyone. We need 10 more. 10, 9, 8. Let's get it. Let me look one more time. Are we there? 194. The dislike button's going up too. Shout out to the dislikers. I ain't mad at the game. Shout out to the dislikers. Adam dropped a bomb. Adam Schefter said he will be traded in the upcoming days. Now we just got to know to who and for what. If he gets a story from Eagles saying we got a trade partner, they're not going to tell you who it is. Bro, if we trade him to the Bears and we get Nick Foles back, oh my God. If we trade him to the Bears and get Nick Foles back, I don't even know what's going to happen to myself. This is my go-to Eagles fan source. Shout out to Philip. Appreciate you for coming through saying this is your go-to Eagle fan source. Let's go. We drop videos. We drop live streams. I appreciate you. We did a call-in earlier. We had a lot of people in here. Shout out to you guys. Let me look one more time. I think we're there. 198. Who's going to be the two people to kick me off? Let's get it. We need 2 more. 3 more. Somebody's playing with it. Hope we at least get a second or third. I hear you. Mir Slash said fire Howie. Infamous said, oh my God, no, please don't get Foles. That might be the blockbuster. We know it ain't though. I agree. Listen, I'm not saying I want or don't want him. I think it would be horrible to Jalen Hurts to bring Foles over here. But at the end of the day, I don't know what the Bears offered. I think the Bears offered us a second round and some stuff. But if we get a second round and Foles, I'd rather get a first. There it is. My man saying we got it. No, we going backwards. We going backwards. No, not yet. We need to trade Wentz first. Eagle has landed said no to Foles. I'm with you on that. Papa said, I don't think it's Foles. We're asking for a defensive player and first. Listen, if we can get a first round pick and a defensive player, one of their cornerbacks, I'm loving it. I'm loving it if we can get a defensive player and a cornerback. I mean, if If we can get a first-round pick and a cornerback, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Shout out to my guy, Jameer McNeil. Let me give my man a wrench. If we can get a first-round pick and a cornerback, sign me up. Raquan Smith, I would love that. That's pretty good, too. I want a first and a third for Wentz. I'll take that, my guy. B. Jordan said if we can get a first or a second for Wentz, that would be legit considering how he just played. That is big facts, my guy. Shout out to my guy, Brandon, from the Philly, the podcast. Shout out to them. They had a great live stream last night. Listen, we went from 200 people in here all the way down to 100. I appreciate y'all for hanging in here with me. We were been on here for 3 hours. Bro, 3 hours. 3 hours. My guy said, Mike, great stream. Shout out to you, Philly Bread. G Code, I got you, my guy. Where'd it go? I got you. Listen, at the end of the day, wow. At the end of the day, all I'm going to say this before I go. Chicago is the front runner for Wentz. Adam Schefter just said that it's no more speculating. It's legit. Shout out to Papa Sora. Hey, it's legit. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, I'm very tired. We're going to catch you on the next one. I might have to make a video now because of what Adam Schefter just said. Until next time, you guys know what time it is. We out. Peace.